Are you feeling spiritually lost, like you've tried everything, YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogashop.com.
Kriya Babaji Namo. 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 Kriya Babaji Namo.
Welcome to our July 23rd live stream here at the Kriya Yoga School. Vedagurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. As always, we are joined by our very auspicious, esteemed guest. And I will say each guest mantra 3 times. Behind Babaji is Goddess Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of infinite abundance, wealth, and prosperity. And I will say her mantra 3 times. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Klim Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Next to her is the highest of them all, the first yogi, Adi Yogi, Lord Shiva himself. And I will say his mantra 3 times also. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Next to Lord Shiva is Lord Ganesha, the Lord of success, remover of all obstacles. And I would say his mantra 3 times also. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Next, I will say the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga, the main pointer, the deathless, immortal, Himalayan guru, Babaji himself. And I will say his mantra, his Mula mantra 3 times also. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Next to Babaji is the highest yogini in the Kriya Yoga Parampara lineage tradition, Mataji. And I will say her Mula mantra 3 times also. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. So now that we have honored and paid respects and blessings to all our auspicious honored guests, we will start our July 23rd Q&A Kriya Yoga Satsang here. But before I get started, make sure you subscribe to at Vedagurudev YouTube channel. We're getting very close, over 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe and support the channel and get us over the 1,000 subscriber mark. It's at Vedagurudev. And if you would like to discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga 100% free, go to kriyayogashop.com. We have over 350 members from all around the world, and very many from India also. So India approved free Kriya Yoga school. Go to freekriyayogashop.com. And if you would like to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. We have over hundreds of Kriya in our paid Kriya Yoga Masterclass. And yeah, I will give you one-on-one coaching. You could ask me any question you want on our live classes. We give 2 new Kriyas every week. So yeah, so whatever you want to do, by all means, please subscribe at Vedagurudev, 100% free. Discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga, 100% free, freekriyayogashop.com. Join hundreds of people from all around the world practicing Kriya Yoga for free. And if you would like to upgrade your practice, level it up, and learn hundreds of Kriyas and master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. So with that said, we will start our July 23rd Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. So if you have any questions, put in the YouTube chat, and we'll get started with our July 23rd Q&A Satsang. With that said, I'll bring Veronica to the stage. Namaste, Veronica. How you doing today?
Namaste. Happy, thrilled to be here for another beautiful satsang. I have beautiful conversations with everybody, and I am a Mataji lover. I am always happy to see Mataji. So it just makes me so happy.
She's doing great. It's been kind of windy and kind of raining. Yeah. If you saw our soul talks on the beach, the last 10 minutes it started to rain, so we had to wrap it up. But rain, sleet, snow, wind, whatever it is, we keep going. We never give up here at the Kriya Yoga School.
Yes, we're yogis. We never give up.
We're yogis and yoginis. We never give up.
Yes.
Let our samadhi be unshakable no matter what happens in this crazy Maya delusional world.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Amrita keeps coming up for me, and I just want to when you're Amrita, is it a combination of is it meditation, pranayamas, rolling of your tongue? I guess getting it as close to your navel cavity as possible, rolling up your eyes to your third eye, or I don't know. Is it one thing, or is it a combination of everything that creates that Amrita?
Well, for people that don't know, Amrita or Amrit is divine nectar, right? It's almost like I would say it's a byproduct of doing your sadhana. So it's basically divine nectar that kind of drips down from your pineal gland, and they like to say collect it in your heart chakra, your anahata. You create like a pool, like a pond, and you collect it. In my case, I have a lot of Amrita. It collects like a lot of saliva in my mouth. So it usually happens at the worst time when I'm doing, like, I don't know, the half wheel pose or upside down in some sort of asana and it's collecting there. So I usually use my tongue, Kecheri Mudra, and push it back up to the pineal gland. So it brings it down and I push it back up. So it's not like an on-demand thing. It's like a byproduct. It's like a signpost or a breadcrumb or a confirmation when you're doing Kriya Yoga of something that just kind of happens, like it's good, but sometimes it happens at the wrong time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I have this, but every time I try to read like a script or something, it just super collects in my mouth, right? So my guru, I used to ask my guru, what should I do with this Amrita, this divine nectar? He said, whatever you do, don't spit. So I always have that in the back of my mind. It's like it should be like a blessing. You shouldn't try to spit it out. So I keep trying to push it back up to my my pineal gland, my third eye, but it keeps dripping down and I keep pushing it back up. So it's like a inner game inside me has me, like but it's a good confirmation that you want to have. Like it used to be kind of annoying for me when I was doing my sadhana. Like I said, like it would always super drip. Like when you're doing the shoulder stand pose or you're doing the plow pose or the full wheel pose, it's a mouthful of Amrita when you're trying to breathe, through your nose. But I look at it as a divine blessing now. So it's like something I should cultivate and be grateful for. A lot of people don't have Amrita. So when I do have Amrita, I try to dispense it accordingly, right? But it's an inner game. The pineal gland drips it down, and I try to take it back up. So, but it's a true blessing to have Amrita, which is basically divine nectar. In an ideal situation, like I said, you would collect it in your heart chakra, your anahata, and it would create like a pool, like a reserve for you to call upon when you need. But yeah, Amrita.
Yeah.
It's a true blessing, but sometimes it especially in my case when I'm trying to speak or I'm trying to say like a script for our YouTube channel or for some of our videos, it kind of comes to the forefront and it makes it hard to say longer words like philosophically, like it gets in my way. So if you see behind the scenes in between saying stuff on a script, I have to clear my Amrita, let's say it like that. But there are worse problems to have than having too much Amrita. So I just like that I do have Amrita. So I don't try to look at it as something that's annoying me. I look at it as something is a true blessing. So when you have Amrita, it's basically a byproduct of doing your sadhana. Like it just happens. It's not something that really comes on demand. It's like one of these things that kind of by you focusing and doing your sadhana wholeheartedly, it kind of happens. But I look at it as a good signpost, a good breadcrumb, a good blessings on the path of Kriya Yoga. So it's hard to explain. Like you can't say where it comes from or have it come up on demand. It's just kind of one of these things in Kriya Yoga that kind of happen. So I look at it as like I said, like a signpost, a breadcrumb, a blessing on the path of Kriya Yoga. When anytime divine nectar Amrita happens.
Yeah. I don't know. That's amazing. I don't know. It's the pineal gland. I guess it's like the size of a piece of rice, and for that to like create so much Amrita in you, that's amazing.
Yeah, I can't explain it how it happens. It just
Yeah.
kind of happens, and it waits for the opportunity to anytime I try to say like read a script, right? Like when I'm talking normally like this, it never happens. But when I try to read a script, it's there waiting for me.
Yeah.
so in between voiceovers or takes, I have to dispense it accordingly. But yeah, there's worse problems to have than having too much Amrita. So
Yeah. And so that's like the key to unlocking your spiritual potential. That is a good signpost. Even though I guess it's a lot. It's annoying. But I don't know. I've heard that Amrita is like it helps, it's referred to as the elixir of life. It's like used to like heal the body. And I was thinking Dan Van Tree, it said that he carries Amrita in his, that's the oil that he carries. Is that what he uses to heal people?
Yeah, I would definitely say if you have Amrita, it definitely heals you and is a good elixir to heal people, heal yourself. And yeah, if you have Amrita, you should cultivate it and put it on whatever sore spot or hurt spot you have, right? So that's a pretty good idea. So anytime I have too much Amrita, I'm gonna put it on wherever I hurt, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth a try. You have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? And then I've heard that it's like, it sounds like it's a lot of saliva, but I was reading that it's like, it's described as like sweet and cooling, and some describe it like a combination of ghee and honey.
But, yeah, they would say it like divine nectar, like honey, like nectar, you know, like I don't know, I never really thought about it. Like yeah, like it's like honey, your spiritual honey, your spiritual nectar, your spiritual juice inside you as you. So like yeah, I really like that Dan Van Tree says he carries his Vitish Van Ram, which is basically his healing oil, is Amrita. That makes sense, you know? So
yeah, it makes me think you could share it with other people. That maybe,
yeah, definitely.
Again, I don't know if this is true. I'm going down rabbit holes, but I just
hold on a second. My trash man just came.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna put out my trash.
So I guess if he doesn't take care of the trash man won't take his trash. So he has to be out there and physically make sure that the trash man takes his trash. So I think he waits for Vedagurudev to not be there. So I hope that he's able to catch the trash man in time, or he'll have to wait until next week.
I caught him. You know, they try to sneak up. They don't have no set plan in Thailand. They sneak up on me whenever they feel like it. So, you know, luckily I caught him because I was on the live stream.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to the Satsang. Okay. This is live, not Memorex, so these things happen, you know.
Yes.
So, what was your next question?
I'm just going down these rabbit holes, and it's just something I just read that that a woman's female ejaculation apparently is also Amrita, and it's a way for women to release negative emotions and flow in positive. But I don't know. I don't have any confirmation of that, but I thought it was interesting. Like, so. Yeah, but then I was thinking maybe that's something totally different too.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if like Divine Mother, their sexual juice is converted into Amrita, right?
Yeah.
So it's a byproduct of their inner work that they're doing. So yeah, I would definitely say that's true.
Okay. I thought you'd make fun of me.
That's interesting because next time I'm hurt, I'm gonna find a way to use this Amrita and or help somebody else, you know, like healing gel or healing oil. So that's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah, Yeah, it sounds like you have more than enough. You can, you have plenty.
I
Yeah,
have a jar of like water from the Himalayan mountains that I use it for that also, right? That's
yeah,
very healing, and a lot of people ask me for that too. When you go to the holy lake, Satu Pond Lake, can you bring me back some water? It's very healing actually, and very
yeah.
energized. So yeah, I'm gonna do that with Amarita too. That's a pretty good idea.
That's interesting. Like I've heard that water is like the elixir of life, and I guess Amarita is too. Both
Yeah, it's
are.
like inner divine water, nectar,
Yeah,
from your pineal gland, which is very interesting.
yeah. Namaste, Paul. I didn't mean to ignore you. We were on a roll.
Namaste,
Namaste.
Paul.
So, how can you tell the difference between saliva and amarita?
That's a good question. It's a little bit of both. I mean, I guess if you're on the spiritual path, it's more like an emerita, like a byproduct of it. If you're just a regular person in everyday life, it'd be more saliva. So these techniques like Brahma Acharya, Ojas Matrika Pranayama, they they have an inner alchemy of converting like your basic stuff like saliva or sexual juice into like what's called ojas, spiritual juice. So you kind of, by doing your inner work and doing these kriyas, you kind of energize it, or you kind of electrify it with what's called tejas, right? Which kind of shocks the inner alchemy, the sexual juice or the saliva, and makes it into spiritual juice. So when you have that inner alchemy, it takes like normal things and creates it into a spiritual thing. So when you do Brahmacharya, you're taking your sexual juice and converting it into spiritual juice, which is ojas, right? And the same thing is with Amarita. Your regular saliva, you're kind of electrifying it and creating it into Amarita, divine nectar, right? So it's like a byproduct, of just doing your sadhana. It just kind of happens. But yeah, that's probably the best way I would describe it. You kind of take normal sexual juices or normal juices that flow in your body, and you kind of electrify it and turn it into spiritual juice. So even the most regular thing like saliva, if you have your inner alchemy right, you could turn it into divine nectar. Or even like regular things like collected sexual juice, you could transform it into ojas, which is spiritual juice, by just doing your inner alchemy or doing these kriyas. You know, that's the best way I would say it. So you're kind of converting it in a subtle kind of way. You're not doing it directly. I mean, some of these practices you do it directly, but mostly just by doing your sadhana and going through your regular normal practices, you convert the how would I put this? It's kind of like the food mantra, where you take regular food and you kind of energize it into divine food by speaking the words of power, the God's name in your food mantra, or offering it to God first. Same thing. By making your body a temple and a radio antenna for God's frequency, you kind of energize all the liquid and all the water in your body and make it into divine water. You kind of energize your water in your body by purifying it and cleansing it with these kriyas and these practices. But majority of all of our kriyas do that. So when you do asanas, you're energizing your physical body. When you do pranayama, you're energizing your breath. When you're doing meditation, you're mastering your mind, you're energizing and taking control of your mind. when you do bhakti, you're singing songs and vibrating and radiating the words of power to whatever deity you're calling. And when you do mantra japa, same thing. You're kind of narrowing down the sound syllables and really energizing the water in your body and uplifting the cells in your body, or lighting the cells of your body and merging with the divine light. So it's a beautiful thing.
So I've not noticed any increase in, I wouldn't really know if it was saliva or if it was Amarita unless it tasted different or something in my mouth, but I've not noticed any difference through my practice of anything like that. And reading the Hatha Yoga Pradipika,
Mm.
that was the one where they actually cut that little strap that holds your tongue down so that they could get their tongue further back there.
Oh, yeah.
They say that they're trying to stimulate the Amrita by sticking their tongue up there, and that's where
Yeah.
it comes out of. Whereas I would assume the saliva comes out through that little hole down in the bottom of under your tongue. So anyway, I wouldn't know if I had Amrita or not. Same way I don't know if I've had a Kundalini, if my Kundalini's risen or not. So at this point, it's just theoretical to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it happens on demand. It's kind of a byproduct, like a signpost of when you're doing your sadhana. I mean, I have too much Amrita to give, so if you need some, Paul, I'll send it to you in Texas.
That's a great idea because you can bottle up little jars of Amrita and sell it to fund the ashram.
Yeah, Amrita, Gurudev Amrita, straight from the source. Yeah, but it's one of these things that it happens subtly, even like your Kundalini awakening, right? It's not like, it's very rare that you just get like a lightning bolt shock and you're like, oh yeah, oh, okay, my Kundalini's awake. It kind of happens gradually and subtly for most people. So that's why we're always trying to cultivate it and enhance it in our school, like slowly and gently, uncoiling our Kundalini, waking up the dormant Kundalini through these beautiful sound syllables that are like music to the Kundalini's ears, that let it pierce all the 7 chakras. So yeah, these things, it's not like you want it to happen, they just kind of happen, and it's almost like a good confirmation and signpost on the path of Kriya Yoga that shows like, oh, okay, here comes that Amrita. I must be doing something right, because if I wasn't on the right track, there would be no Amrita. So I kind of look at it as a blessing. Like, even me speaking right now, I could kind of feel it kind of building up, right? Like, oh, you're talking about me? I got something for you, funny guy, So
If you need to step away, it's fine.
no, it's okay. I'm good. So like, and any time this happens, like it used to kind of be annoying to me, especially doing asanas, when you're like doing an inverted asana, like the shoulder stand pose, it's like all there, right? And like my guru used to say, I know you want to spit, Vedagurudev, don't you spit. That Amrita is very valuable, because my guru saw me spit one time, right? And he was like, what are you doing? What'd you just spit? And he was like, I was like, I got too much saliva in my mouth. He's like, that's valuable Amrita. We cultivate that. We enhance that. I was like, so what I do? He's like, do K-Cherry Mudra. Push the tongue up to the roof of your mouth and send it back, I was like, he keeps sending it to me, and then I send it back. So it's like a internal alchemy game inside me, like too much Amrita. So yeah, maybe I will start selling it, right? Like, you need some Amrita? I got it bottled up for you.
Hey, you might be onto something.
Yeah. So I got some good news today. My application to bring my wife here did get approved, so
Nice.
happy
Oh,
about that.
outstanding.
But I really don't know the next step. I don't know. I think there's still more after that. I mean, that's a good sign. So, but I still think we have to like go to the embassy, get an interview or some other stuff before I actually get the actual visa and get her here. But so I'm happy about it, but I'm still, well, I haven't gotten the letter in the mail. They just notified me by email. I'm sure they'll give detailed instructions by mail. That should happen in a couple of days here. But so that happened, and one negative thing, well, it really was, it turned out kind of good, but my application for Social Security disability got denied. So immediately after that, I was like, and it was some type of technicality. So like, it's complicated because they want to know all your incomes and all this kind of stuff. So I decided I needed to have a lawyer to help me through that. So I was able to find online free, like a pro bono lawyer. They will do your case, and they will only charge you if they win it. So, that works for me because it's either that or I could, probably get nothing. So, and they don't take that much either. So I was surprised, and I don't even have to like go into their office. It's all done by phone. So, and they did accept me. So that's also a good sign because that means they looked at my, stuff and they think I have a good chance of getting it. So that's still in the works, and the shots for my eyes are still in the works. So I did get I also did receive my Raksha beads that I ordered, and I have stuff to say about that.
Yes.
Nice.
So what I noticed about them, so I've got now 3 different types of malas. I've got the Raksha, and I've got the little smaller wooden ones, and then I've got like a big stone one, with various types of stones. So they all kind of have different properties and everything. So what I noticed about the Raksha beads is they're very noisy. They rattle, the other beads are kind of quiet, but these beads are like, they're rattly and stuff. And I just like hear them singing to me. And so I tried counting with it also. And what I noticed also about them, it's very long. So it kind of like drags on the ground and stuff. Whereas my little round ones are more, it's a lot shorter and it's kind of easier. So I think those might be my favorites, the little round wooden ones. And I might just wear the other ones, but I'll probably just switch out back and forth probably. But and then it did come with the little bag too. That's why I bought these particular ones. So
Yeah.
it came with a little bag that you stick your hand in and your finger goes through. It has a little
Oh,
hole
it
for your
does have
finger.
that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Yes.
You put your pointing finger through the little hole in the bag and you count it in the bag, right?
Yeah.
That was a big thing for my guru, right? He was like, we don't show people our mantra japa practice, right? So in the Himalayan yogic tradition, we people who shouldn't see it can't see it. That's what they would say. It's not meant for regular people to see your yogic practice. So you never touch your Raksha beads with this pointing finger here, and you put it through the hole. And I have one of those bags. I actually have 2, and you do your mantra japa inside your bag, right? Like this, so no one could see it. So yeah, when you're out in public, it's a big deal to show your Raksha beads, right? But when you're alone in the Himalayan mountains or around other yogis, it's okay. So
But
yeah.
I was thinking to myself, I'd probably be more embarrassed to have this little yellow bag around my hand. It's got like pictures of goddesses on it, and it's like bright, like kind of yellowish orange. And I'm like, I'd rather
Love
just
it.
have the beads. To be honest with you, I'd use my small beads and just kind of keep it down low profile. But
Yeah, that's true too. Like one of those bags I have has a swastika all over it, right?
Oh,
So if you
okay.
would see that in the Western world, you'd be like, this guy's a hardcore Nazi, you know, like, no, not that at all, you know, like, so like, yeah, I agree with you. It's like bright orange or bright yellow, you know, so like it's, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose. It brings
Yeah.
more attention to the mala than it should, but that's just the way they do it in India. But that's interesting. You were able to get a bag with the finger hole, you know? I
Yeah.
thought that was a exclusive India thing, but
Yeah.
I'm
So it
glad to
has
see they got it.
I'll show it to you when I go in the house, but it has a picture of a goddess on it, and so maybe you can tell
Mm,
me who it is. It has Sanskrit writing, but I can't make out the name of the goddess. But it could be Gayatri because it's a multi-headed female god. But I don't know if Kali
nice.
and Durga have it all. Do they all also have multi-heads?
Yeah, sometimes, you know, and they have like Durga has multi hands. But
Okay.
who else has multi? Maybe it is Gayatri. That'd be even cooler if it was Gayatri.
Holly.
You know,
Yeah.
Kali, yeah, Kali, you know, yeah, for sure.
Um, but yeah, I was just thinking like people looking at me thinking I'm crazy, but in
You're
my
crazy.
head, they're the ones that's crazy. But I can totally like understand it because I was brainwashed that way too. It seems
Yeah.
weird. They're gonna look at you and like, what the heck is this guy? He's got a yellow bag on his hand with his finger poking out. What the hell is he doing over there? It's pretty
between
humorous.
between me and God, yeah. If you pull up next to me at a light, and I have my windows down, you can see me singing bhajans, right? And they always look over at me like, this guy is crazy. What's he singing? You know, I look at them like, you don't know Gayatri? You're crazy. I'm not crazy. You need to wake up, right? So yeah, a lot of people have been conditioned through their whole life that they regurgitate the narrative, and we are the chosen one, and we are the special people. I let me tell you a story about God, this type of stuff, and you're like, yeah, yeah, sure, you know. So whatever practice resonates with you, that is by far the best practice. So whatever other people think, you know, it's none of your business. I wouldn't let it affect you, right? You know, just like, well, yeah, whatever, you know. I'm sure people in Thailand, the people in my village, they don't appreciate my statues, and oh, Mataji fell
Yeah,
down,
I was trying to tell you.
and they don't appreciate my statues, they don't appreciate my yogic practices, but it's not for them to appreciate, you know. I'm not seeking their permission or their approval. It's between me and God. So if people don't approve of your bright yellow mala bead bag, then it doesn't matter, you know.
Yeah.
Wear your malas and your mala bead bag with pride, right? Stick your finger out and look right at them in the eye, like, you know, whatever mantra you say. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, and look at them right in their eye, like, you know, I don't want your trash to become my trash, or your lower emotions to become my lower emotions. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm a free bird. I'm going to fly high. I'm going to feel the wind and the sun on my face. And if you don't approve, it doesn't matter. I don't work for you. You don't pay my bills. You're not in my family. It doesn't matter what you think. So, you know. So yeah, so I wouldn't let it affect you. You know, it's a good opportunity to show how unshakable your Kriya yoga practice is, or your mantra japa practice is, right? Like no matter what the Maya delusional world throws at me, nothing can shake my mantra japa practice. You know.
Right. Yeah, like when I first got the bag also, because it has two holes, one for your hand, and then it had that other little hole, and I had forgotten about you saying you put your index finger through it, And I was like, oh man, they sent me a defective one. It's got like a little, because it was just like a little hole there, and I was like, this is not sewn together. I was thinking maybe I should just sew it up, but then I was like, oh yeah, the finger. And then I tried it with my hand, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect for my index finger to
Yeah.
go through right there.
Yeah, when I first saw it too, I said the same thing. Like, why is there a hole in my bag? You know, there should be no hole, right? And then my guru said, you know what it's for. You know, he showed me the index finger. And when you see in our Kriya Yoga school, I've made it a habit of every time I do mantra japa, I never touch the mala in line with our Kriya Yoga tradition, our parampara. So like, you know, like, yeah, so I'm just in the habit of doing it now. But when you start out, it's okay to like touch it. So you have like it doesn't slip. You have the grip, but now I'm used to it. So my what do you call it? The middle finger is set up to do many mantra japa. So it's I probably have a line in my middle finger where my mala beads just fit right in that. So my middle finger is eroded from so many millions of mantra japa. They call it when you do a lot of mantra japa for like a certain deity or certain guru or ascended master. They call it, I think, minor siti is like 10,000 raksha beads, and like major siti is like 1,000,000 raksha beads. So, you know, they say once you reach minor siti and definitely major siti, God starts to say your mantra japa for you. So it's called a japa, which means like God says your mantra for you, right? So you don't even have to say it. It becomes like the soundtrack in the background of your life. So, you know, God says the mantra japa for you, which I think is a beautiful thing, you know, like I really like that. So I've said so many mantras for different deities in my life that God just says it in the background of my life. So it's I don't have to do mantra japa for 10 minutes every day. It's a 24-hour loop in my background, you know, of my life, right? So Om Namah Shivaya, Om Kriya Babaji Nam Om. It's always kind of looping in the background, which I think is a beautiful thing.
Nice.
Let me put Mataji
Yeah.
back up.
I give them a chance to stretch.
How's your new job going, Veronica?
So I don't start till August 30th, but
Oh,
I have
okay.
to do all of these things they want me to do. Like I just, they want me to do a drug test, and I made the appointment for this Friday, and they're like, no, it has to be within 48 hours. So I guess they want to make sure I'm not cheating, and I don't do drugs. So I thought I was going to be late tonight, but I was able to get it, schedule it for tomorrow morning. They're giving me an extra 24 hours. But they've already done a credit check. They want to make sure I have good enough credit. But the reason I'm doing a job is so I can pay bills, so I can't have good credit. And I just did checked all my identifications, and I guess now I'll have to do a physical soon. But I feel like I'm working for the Secret Service. I have to do all these requirements before I could start this job. So I don't know. I have a month to get it all done, but I'm still excited about the job. But it's a lot of things that I have to do. So that's how the job's going.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make you go through a lot of hoops and guidelines and laws so you could feed your family out here in this Maya delusional world, right? When I used to DJ, I used to come home late, right, after I'd finished DJing, and there would always be the Thai police there, and they would, you know, they make you, what do they call it, blow, you know, what they call that, like blow test there.
Yeah, to see your alcohol.
They have like a straw, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna blow the lowest score you've ever seen in your life, you know? I don't drink at all. I drank water all night. So they're like, blow. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, super negative 000, or told you, you know, like,
They're like,
all right, get out of
this
here.
guy.
You know, like, I guess this guy was telling the truth. Like, I just don't drink, you know, like, I don't know why you want to make me blow, you know, I don't look drunk, or I drink water all night. So, but yeah, they're out there, you know, the gatekeepers and the people with their guardrails and, you know, whatever. They make it very difficult for you to get some kind of good income, you know, and feed your family. So just don't take it personal. It happens to everybody. Like Paul just said,
Yeah.
they're going to make him go through a lot of hoops and a lot of paperwork and lawyers and all kinds of stuff just so he could bring his wife to live in the USA, you know? So I don't know. It is what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Should be. They should rubber stamp it. If you want to auto pen anything, auto pen Paul's visa request, immigration request,
Yeah.
green card, fiance visa, or whatever it is, and you know, like auto pen that. You know, don't you know auto pen billions of dollars to some faraway country for some harmful thing. You know, help
Yeah.
American people. You know, especially if you're like a veteran or like you've how could I say, somebody in your family's made the ultimate sacrifice, right? Auto pen that, you know, rubber stamp it, you know, like, all right, you in the military? Yeah. Or your father was in the military? Yeah, my father died in Vietnam. Okay, well, enough said. Have a nice day, sir. Whatever
Yeah.
you need, we're here for you. We work for you, you know, not like give me a whole mountain of papers and this and that. Like, for what, you know? You know, but that's the way it is, I guess, you know. They work for us, we don't work for them, but they don't want to see it that way. So all you have to do is go to the DMV in any state, and it's an all-day adventure, or you try to get a passport. I remember when I tried to get a passport in Miami, I had to go to downtown Miami. I forget what it's called, Government Center. Oh my God, it was a madhouse, you know. Talk about a 2-day madhouse, like, you know, and then it's like come back and you're like, oh my God, you know. You know.
Yeah, it shouldn't be this complicated.
Same like the DMV. There's somebody with a bad attitude behind the glass. What you want? What do you think I want? I want a driver's license. Or, you know, fill out this paperwork. Oh, you got to go back. You didn't dot the I or cross your T. Or you're like, what? Come on, you know. So it's an all-day adventure. And I'm sure every state is no different, you know, like California, wherever you live, Texas, it's probably a super madhouse. Like anytime you got to go to the DMV or any government office, it's like, oh boy, I better get my mind ready. Here it comes, you know.
Yep. Got to go early too. Don't try going late, because oh no.
Oh boy.
I mean, even in Thailand, when you go to immigration, if you don't come before 10 a.m., they'll be like, come back tomorrow, you know? So you got to be there as soon as the door opens, because that line is long, you know?
Yeah. Camp the night before.
And when it's time for lunch, it's time for lunch, you know?
Yeah.
They don't care what your problem is. Nothing interferes with their lunch break, you know?
So, Paul, I don't know if you saw, but I posted a video about the Bugosphere. They were doing, scientists were doing experiments on it.
Yeah.
And they attached, when they were attached, they were playing the Gayatri mantra, and they attached probes to it. And it's like the needle was going crazy. So it really liked the Gayatri mantra. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I really liked that video. I was like, whoa, the what is it called? The Bugosphere or the Bugosphere?
Bugosphere?
Yeah.
Bugosphere. So the Bugosphere yeah, when they played the Gayatri mantra, the readings on the, I don't know what you would call it, were going crazy, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, the Boogosphere really responds to Gayatri's mantra. Wow. I never knew, right? Like, it really liked the Gayatri mantra. And that's like the most unexpected thing. I was like, wow, you know? I mean, these scientists, first of all, them even knowing the Gayatri mantra, I was like, well, that's cool, you know? I guess they have some higher wisdom, higher knowledge. And then they played it for the Boogosphere, and the Boogosphere went crazy. It loved the Gayatri mantra. And I was like, wow, that's super cool. Like, I never,
Yeah.
you know, I never thought that. Yeah, when I saw that, I thought that was the most beautiful thing when you posted that on our school. I was like, the Gayatri mantra and the Boogosphere, a match made in heaven, right? Like traditional Hindi or like Himalayan uplifting mantra, which is kind of interesting because that's what we learned in our school this week. I gave mantra diksha for the Gayatri mantra, and on Saturday we'll review it again. And Paul talked about the Boogosphere, so it's like the pieces of the puzzle came together. We learned Gayatri in our school this week. Paul talked about the Boogosphere on Soul Talks, and then you posted that video, Gayatri and Boogosphere together, which is kind of cool, right? Where's the Boogosphere again? It's in Colombia,
Mexico.
That's where they found it, but they've brought it to Mexico. So some university in Mexico is studying it.
So like a South American, or like I guess Mexico's North America. So they found it in South America and Colombia, and they brought it to North America, which is Mexico. And then they played the Gayatri mantra, which is from Asia.
Yeah.
This is the most unlikely of scenarios to happen, but the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, right? When I saw that, I was like, wow, Gayatri and in Mexico and Boogosphere. So I don't know, that Boogosphere is holding some kind of divine energy, right? Because you would think like this metal ball with these hieroglyphs and these symbols play Gayatri, and nothing should happen, right? Double zeros, right? But no, 100%, right? So
I
guess we're on to something at our school.
So she's playing a flute too. Who has a flute?
Oh, that's Krishna. I think I have that same one, actually. Interesting. I'll have to bring it out in our Saturday class.
Well, it kind of looks like a dress. Where is it?
It's probably Krishna. Like Krishna plays the flute. So anytime you see the flute, it's probably Lord Krishna. I think I have that exact same one. I think Krishna is on my yellow one.
So there's two heads there. I guess they kind of look different, but yeah. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, and there's the little finger hole right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so here's the beads where.
Nice.
And you know, I looked at them. They don't really look like they're all the same, so I do think it could be genuine. But I was looking at one that they had at the yoga studio, and there was a new guy there. He was Indian also, but he didn't really study. He wasn't like brought up like with going to temples and stuff. But of course, just being in India, you hear all the stuff, and he knew about Raksha beads, and he knew somebody that his like grandfather that did it all the time, and he was telling about the fake ones and how they're pretty expensive. And then I was doubtful because this was only like $10. I was like, and with a bag, and I'm like, I hope they're not fake. But like you said, you know, it's my intention, whatever I put into it.
Yeah,
really.
Your energy.
Yeah, my energy. But to me, they could be real because they're not all like uniform like the other one was kind of all. They all kind of look the same, almost the exact same size. Whereas these vary very slightly. Some are a little smaller, a little bigger. So I might have lucked out and got the real deal. So I hope so. Plus, it came with the bag. It's almost like your bag. So I think it was might be genuine.
Yeah, show me the bag again. Let me see. I'm gonna go inside and see if I can find that. It has Krishna on it. Let me give me a second. I'm gonna go inside and see if I have the exact same bag.
I don't know. Maybe I'll make you bigger, Paul. Like,
Yeah, it's hard for me to angle it to where I have to look at yeah.
Yeah, so I have. Can you see it? So yeah, I have this one is like that with yours, the orange one,
Oh yeah.
and it has Krishna too with the flute. He's playing the flute, and with his deity, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there's the finger hole, you know.
Right.
Then I have this. This one is like yellow with all the ohms, right?
Mm.
So yeah, put your hand in here and stick your finger out here. Count your rupture beads inside here, right?
Right.
And same one, yeah, too. Many miles on this.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, kind of worn out. So yeah. Yeah, it says Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, right? Yeah.
Yeah, mine's all in Sanskrit, so it doesn't really say the name.
Oh, yours is in Sanskrit?
See,
Yeah.
you can see mine better now that I'm blown up.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I have that one too.
Yeah.
Kind of cool, right? Yeah, mine's in English. Yeah, and this one just ohm with a bunch of ohms. So interesting.
Yeah,
It's
so my,
cool
my
and
yoga instructor also today sang the Gayatri mantra. So
cool.
it was nice. Usually when we're doing our savasana, they will either like play bowls or sometimes they'll chant.
Mm.
And so she was singing that. She has a really beautiful voice. She can really make it sound so good. And so afterwards I complimented her, and somebody else was asking about, she's like, oh, what's Gayatri? You know, one that didn't know. And I added in that there's a Hindu deity named Gayatri, and the instructor didn't even know that. She just knew the words and knew kind of what they meant, but she didn't know about the deity also associated with it. So I filled her in on that. But
She knew the Gayatri mantra and she didn't even know there was a deity Gayatri.
exactly.
Interesting.
yeah.
kind of missing the point, but it's okay. Yeah, I like the Gayatri mantra. It's one of my favorites, you know. I was a Gayatri lover and I didn't even know it. Like I told in our class, you know, the story about how I got the Gayatri statue, and I showed the Gayatri statue in our class. So yeah, I like Gayatri. It's outstanding. Yeah, and this Saturday we'll review it again.
Great.
So if you want the Gayatri mantra, join our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. You got time before Saturday.
Yeah, that one's definitely on my list to as my next one that I need to practice and learn, you know, because it is a nice one. But that
it's
one,
it's in the PDF, and I break it down like all the mantras. Like this is how they write it in Sanskrit, like in English, and this is how it's really pronounced. Because that's always been my Achilles heel in practicing Kriya Yoga, like the proper pronunciation of each mantra. So I wrote it out in American English, like, you know, like Om Boo Buva, you know, like boo, like a ghost, boo va, you know, like, so I kind of write it out. Bargo Deva Sadi Mahi, you know, so I kind of write it down. Bar Go Diva, you know, so
Yeah, that really
Yep.
helps.
I don't know, seeing the Buga spear, like, the needle moving so much on Gayatri, it just confirmed that it is real. But my favorite fold of Kriya Yoga, I think, is doing all the mantras and doing the bhakti yoga. And I'm not even a singer, but it just feels good to like do these mantras and sing these words. There's something real to it. And yeah, I just know it's real. And then seeing the Buga spirit like go crazy, I was just like, this is real. Like I can feel it. But
yeah,
yeah.
what a great confirmation. Yeah, me too. When it was mantra japa time in the Himalayan mountains, I was like, oh God, I'm such a bad singer. These guys have the real Himalayan dialect, but out of nowhere, it just kind of overtook me. It was almost like God was like, we got it from here. And they just started saying it. And I don't even know where it came from. Like, out of nowhere, one day, it just came like, wow, Vedagurudev really has good bhava, you know? Like, he's singing wholeheartedly. Like I said, like, I just started projecting it, like, super loud. Like, and in the Himalayan mountains, it kind of echoes. And they're like, who was, and people would ask my guru, like, who was singing Gayatri last night? That was very touching and beautiful. They were like, Vedagurudev. It was like, that guy, that Western guy, he said that Gayatri mantra was so much bhava. And it got to a point where I would like lead, like, you know, when you go up the Himalayan mountains, it's kind of monotonous. This walking, it's kind of boring. But like when you add like mantra japa to it, it just becomes like a very spiritual, uplifting thing, right? And like people just sing along with you. So I became the indirect mantra japa leader, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm leading, I'm holding the flag, I'm saying the Gayatri mantra, and you know, it kind of worked out good. But yeah, like me, I don't even know where, like you, Veronica, I don't even know where this bhava, this bhakti came from, these curtains and this mantra japa and this, you know, these bhajans. I was like, just kind of came out of nowhere, you know. I used to, you know, not look forward to it, but now I really look forward to it. Like I'm counting the minutes and the seconds till it's Yagna time or mantra japa time. I look forward to it, you know. And you know, in our school at the end, it's a it's a real treat, you know. And one of our members, his daughter says the mantra japa, which is a true treat, you know, like that innocent child, pure energy, right? Saying it from her heart, which is very beautiful. So yeah, I look forward to it now.
That makes me think about when we were marching in boot camp, we would have marching songs, and that definitely made it much more, you know, fun to march. And just like, you know, instead of just like, oh, it's so hot out here and all that, you know, you're just kind of having fun singing with everybody else. And it kind of sounds good when everybody's singing the same thing. And you're trying to outdo other marchers that are, this was like in our A school where we get trained, and so you marched from one class to the next, you know, and you'll have various ones singing different little things, trying to outshine the other groups. But yeah, so singing definitely there's something to it that is, you know, energizing, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. When you're in the Himalayan mountains and that cold and that, oh, the wind is brutal, you know? And so it helps ease the discomfort of climbing the Himalayan mountains, the mountain steep. Yeah, when you have a good song or a good bhajan to sing, it's it's beautiful, and everybody joins in, and sometimes they sing their, song, So it passes the time a lot better than just the monotony of one foot in front of the other,
Yeah.
And I like that these American military, their songs are funny too, like they say funny things in
Yeah,
it,
they
right?
do.
Like, so it's kind of gives you a good chuckle, a good laugh when they say things in there,
That is true. So on the
And it's good.
Boogosphere
Yeah, go
videos, did
ahead.
you guys see where it was flying, where they filmed it flying around?
No,
And the
I didn't
one I
see that.
posted.
Oh, I saw what you posted, but yes, yeah.
Because
Where
that
they were
was just
flying
like
around.
really amazing. Just seeing that metal ball like just floating through the air. It was kind of like a butterfly. It was just like, it wasn't like just a straight path. It was kind of like going up and down like that. And then you see it go by those power lines, and then it's laying in the ground. You see the guy walk up to it and grab it. He said it was super light, and then it got heavier as the days wore on. They say it lost its energy or its anti-gravity properties, so it got heavier. It ended up weighing like 10 pounds when it started off like 2 or 3 pounds. It was very light, they said, but yeah, it's just it's kind of mind-blowing just seeing that, and just like, and it has all the Sanskrit writing around, or not Sanskrit, but it had some type of
hieroglyph, right?
Yeah, so
Well, if you see
definitely.
the Boogosphere start singing Gayatri's mantra, you might make a new friend, right? It'd be
You would
like,
think
yes.
you would think this would be on mainstream media, right? Not a word about it, like you have to dig to find this stuff, and it's like they're definitely hiding it, they don't want the general public to know this stuff, I
Oh, I
guess.
definitely would like to see the Boogosphere. That's
Yeah.
interesting to me. All this other junk, uninteresting, Boogosphere, especially when I saw that video that Veronica posted on a school about Gayatri, and I was like, whoa, man, this blew me away, like blew my socks off. Like Boogosphere, South America, Gayatri, India, a match made in heaven. Like, how is that possible? Like, that blew me away. So if you see some Boogospheres, maybe I'll try to invoke a Boogosphere singing Gayatri 108 times, one mala, right? Right? Come on, Boogosphere, I'm calling you. I got the Gayatri mantra, right? Come on. I'm calling you. You don't need to go see other people that don't know Gayatri mantra. I know Gayatri mantras, Come, I'm invoking you. I'm calling you, That's interesting.
That would be a great experiment to have it hooked up and you sing to it. I'd like to see what it does. That would be amazing.
I doubt they'd give me the opportunity, but I don't know. Maybe,
I don't know. I know.
Fly me in.
Yeah, fly you in. Anything's possible. But I wasn't even looking for that video, and I just it was just like randomly I saw it. I was like, oh, I was supposed to see this. I'm supposed to share this.
I'll definitely check that out later.
But yeah, look at all these synchronicity. By coincidence, which I don't really believe in, this week we decided to give mantra diksha for Gayatri's mantra a day after Paul on the Soul Talks talks about the Boogosphere. A couple days later, you post a video of Gayatri and the Boogosphere, a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
How can you explain that? So if I see a basketball-shaped metal thing flying around my house, I know exactly what to do. Get in position and hit that Gayatri mantra as much as I can. Sing from my heart, right? Maybe bring out the conch too. Hello, I've been waiting for you. Here comes Boogosphere, I'm over here. Flag down the plane, right? Come on, I'm over here. You don't have to look no more. Come here. So if you see next week, I have a big metal ball, the Boogosphere. My plan worked.
Yeah, I wonder
Is
if
there
that Buga
is there many Booga Spears, or there's only one they found?
They only have one that they like actually captured, but shortly after the first one was gotten, another guy saw one and got video footage of it flying around. So yeah, there's at least 2 of them out there.
So the only reason they were able to capture it because it got stuck in some power lines and it short circuited it, right?
Exactly.
That's how they.
Yeah. So maybe one will show up. There's more of
I'm
them.
not gonna try to capture it. I'm just gonna enjoy it. You know.
Be free,
You
Buga
know,
Spirit.
if you want to land, I got a nice grassy place for you over there, Booga Spare. Come, you know. But by all means, Booga Spare, be free. You know. I'm sorry they caught one of your other people, but I wouldn't have known about the Booga Spare unless Paul enlightened me. You know. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to put you in a cage or test you. I'm gonna just enjoy your energy, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I could have a Booga Spear audience, right? Every morning I say my Gayatri mantra. It just comes, hovers in the air, and when I'm done with the Gayatri, it takes off. Or whatever. Maybe it likes multiple mantras. That's interesting. It likes mantras. I have a squirrel that comes. I don't know how it knows. It's got like some kind of timer. Every day it knows exactly when I'm going to do my mantra japa. It sits there and enjoys it. And once I'm finished, the squirrel is gone. But I don't know how it knows. It knows, you know. So hopefully the Booga Spirit is the same way, right? All right. I got the Gayatri mantra. You know what time it is. Hover around or land, whatever you want to do. You know, up to you. Be free, Booga Spirit. and I enjoy the audience of the Booga Spirit. That would be a true blessing.
Yeah, so I did I'm supposed to be transitioning to working for this new guy, and he said he was going to be here in the middle of the month, but he hadn't shown up, so I sent him a message, and he said he'll be here within the next few days. I was thinking I would maybe have another month at the shop, but it looks like he's going to be here. So I'm a little nervous about this whole transition, because I got my routine. I get to work, and then I microwave my lunch, and I sit there, I watch videos, and that's all going to change now. It's just I'm kind of a little freaked out about this. And then also, like, I've been by myself now for quite a while, and I'm going to have somebody here with me. I'm like, wow, my world is like drastically changing. And it seemed like it was taking a long time, but now that I'm there, it's like that happened pretty quick. But I don't know, just a little nerves about it.
Look at the silver lining. Like when the C word thing happened to me, it took a while to decompress, but then I began to see the opportunity and the silver lining in it, and I started to enjoy it. So if you're transitioning out of the workforce, look at the silver lining and the true blessing that it is, because I understand it takes a while to decompress, you have your system, you have your framework that you use every day. Like when I used to go to work, I used to go here and eat. I used to do this and that. Like it was all planned out. Like my schedule was all planned out. So when they throw you out of the loop and by some other means you can't work no more, the C word, and it takes a while to decompress. Like there's that couple weeks or a couple days of decompression. Like I don't have to go to work, Oh, it's 11 a.m. I gotta watch, I gotta watch my videos, So you have your system, and when your system gets messed up, it takes a little while. But I would enjoy the true blessing, Anytime you can get out the workforce, that is always a true blessing, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still going to be working for this guy, but it's just the fact that I would feel awkward about like sitting there, like watching a video at his shop, because I'm like, then I'm like loafing. Whereas if it's my shop,
Yeah.
I'll do what as I please. I won't eat when I want, and I watch videos when I want. So I don't know, but yeah, I'll get used to it. I'll find another time to watch my videos, or maybe I'll still be able to watch it there. Who knows? Just depends on how they are.
Whenever he leaves the shop, just watch your video.
Yes.
I'm sure that's what most people do, right? Like the boss is here. Yeah, I'm working hard. The boss leaves. Let me see what's going on YouTube right now.
Yeah, for a while it'll probably be pretty hectic as we're setting up and getting organized and figuring things out. But
yeah,
eventually it'll slow down, and I'll be back to. I'll find my own new routine in that workspace. But yeah, a lot of responsibility will be off of me, and it's closer to my house. It cuts like 15 minutes from my drive, so. And I'll have people to interact with more, like instead of being by myself all the time. So, and I'll be able to learn new stuff. So yeah, it's kind of exciting, but still a little anxiety about it. But I'm sure everything will go just fine.
great.
So do you
Anybody
guys
has
know?
any? I was gonna say, anybody has any questions on YouTube, put them in there.
I haven't seen any
So,
questions pop up yet. So we'll carry on. Do you
Carrying
guys
on.
know who Joe Dispenza is?
I've heard of the
Yeah.
name. Oh yeah. He wrote some books and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have one of his books actually. Becoming Superhuman or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah. What
So
about it?
he's this controversy going on right now that he's a scam artist, and he's guaranteeing results that don't work. And I guess his events are being shut down, deeming them dangerous. And I don't know. Because he teaches that you can heal yourself, and I feel like he's someone similar to a yogi. He teaches you can heal yourself with a lot of meditations and breathing exercises, and that people are criticizing him. I'm seeing a lot of comments from Reddit, and I wouldn't take that as the gospel coming from Reddit. And I know I have to question why, if these are authentic, and why they want to take him down. And I don't know. He basically teaches if you do the inner work, that you can heal yourself. And everybody's bodies are different. And I think maybe, I don't know, Joe Dispenza, he shouldn't be guaranteeing results. And if he is, then just simply refund the money. But I guess his events are being shut down. And I don't know. And I don't know. I think people start to notice tingling or something happen. They get scared and they quit and oh, this is dangerous. I think that there's a lot of validity to what he's doing, and I think he's doing good work if he's helping people heal themselves. But I think that, I don't know, if somebody's trying to shut down his work, they're finding him that he might the farm, you can heal yourself. The pharmaceutical, people could lose money if they don't have to buy their drugs. You can heal yourself. But I thought it was interesting. And I don't know, the human body, we can heal ourselves, and we have the healing potential. But I guess big pharma will lose a lot of money if people realize this, and he's a danger to that narrative. And so I don't know. I guess his favorite book is Autobiography of a Yogi. So I think he has been taking practices of the yogis and making his own thing. But I don't know. I don't think that what he's doing is dangerous. But it's just I just see people being taken down as soon as they're doing something good. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that because it's kind of sounds sketchy to me.
We talked about this before. The liars, the slave masters are trying to tell you what's dangerous, right? They said dolphins are dangerous. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, right? If he's trying to heal you, why not, right? if he's trying to use yogic practices, they're always going to have something to say, right? Like, you know, so I wouldn't put too much stock in it. You know, it's if his favorite book is Autobiography of a Yogi, then obviously he's trying to integrate Kriya Yoga practices into his program or whatever he has. Why not? You know,
Yeah.
like what harm does he make, right? You know, like, oh, he makes promises he can't keep. So what? So does everybody in the whole universe, right? If you watch any commercial on TV, they're making promises they can't keep. Buy this iPhone 16, it'll make you happy. How do you know if it'll make you happy? That's a promise you can't keep, right? You're selling fool's gold or fairy dust. So all these people like to point at other people, but they don't want you to point at them, right? You know, like if he's trying to use yogic practices to heal people and help people, why not? What's the problem? We're going to cancel him. Cancel him for what? You know, like, I don't know. It just seems ugly, right? Like you could really say that about anything, right? Donald Trump was elected on, he was going to release the Epstein files. He didn't release them. He's making a promise he can't keep, you know? McDonald's says this hamburger is the most tastiest hamburger in the universe. They're making a promise they can't keep. It tastes like cardboard, you know? So, like, everything, you could say that about anything, and anything, right? Like,
yeah, like Kriya Yoga, it's only going to work if you do the inner work. Like,
yeah, it's not a magic wand. Like, I mean, you probably shouldn't say, like, if you sign up to my program, magically you'll be enlightened. You know, if you don't do the inner work, you're not going to be enlightened, no matter how whose program you sign up to.
Yeah.
Ours included. I'll give you the techniques. You have to do the inner work, right? But my guru used to say, non-realized people shouldn't talk about realized people, right? So if you're unrealized, how would you know what works and what doesn't work, right? If somebody goes to, what's this guy's name, Joe Dispenza, and they get good results, why not? You know, it's better than sitting at home eating Cheetos and watching TV all day, you know? But yeah, these people with their dangerous narrative, they get out of here. They're the most dangerous people of all, right? Anytime they say anything's dangerous, I say it's probably good.
Yeah, they like to use
so
that word.
When they say Joe Dispenza is dangerous, I say he's good, you know? What's his favorite book? Autobiography of a Yogi, the Kriya Yoga Bible?
Yeah.
Absolute. This guy's good. I don't believe anything they say. We're going to cancel him. Get out of here, you know? Like, helping people heal themselves and do their inner work, that's way better than going to take a pill or big pharma. Listen to any of these liars. They have no clue. They're dangerous, right? But that's their playbook. Nothing to see over here. What about this guy, you know? Oh, Vedagurudev, what about you? Oh, what I do? I not do nothing. What I do, you know? Get out of here, you know? Nothing to see over here. Why are we still talking about this? You know? Look at you. Go in the mirror and look at yourself. So anytime these people say it's dangerous, I said, dangerous, you know? They're dangerous, you know? Like I said before, they talked about dolphins are dangerous. Dolphins are beautiful. You're dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This guy, I don't know his program or what he's doing or what he's selling, but if his favorite book is Autobiography of a Yogi, carry on, you know?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Keep up the good work, you know? Steve Jobs' favorite book was Autobiography of a Yogi. There are many. Okay, good for you, you know? I believe this guy more than I believe somebody else who hasn't read Autobiography of a Yogi. So, you know, I don't know. So what are they trying to do with this guy? They're trying to cancel
his,
him?
like his events and like and that most of the negative stuff is coming from Reddit. When I think that's suspicious. Like his events are being canceled mysteriously, so he's not able to like have his classes, his events.
So his events, the place that has the event space won't let him have his event.
Yes.
So he's carrying on, but things out of his control are being shut down.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, he
because
can't
of
like
the
many
pressure.
people. Yeah.
Oh, whatever. You know, Reddit. That's like a monkey cage, bunch of monkeys throwing poop on each other, right? You know, like I don't believe it. I don't believe anything. I've never even been on Reddit in my whole life.
Yeah.
Stay away from there.
I saw people on YouTube and they seem to be a lot of young females saying that he's dangerous and he's a scam artist. And some of these spiritual people on YouTube, I kind of feel like they're being bought out. I feel like I don't know. This is my suspicion that they're not real, that they're being paid. I don't know. Somehow that I don't know. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
the YouTube space is full of charlatans and snake oil salesmen and Brooklyn Bridge salesmen, whatever you want to call them. That's actually why I started the Kriya Yoga School. I would see these YouTube videos and they would talk about Babaji or the Himalayan yogis are doing this, and I was like, what? I've never seen that in my life, you know? And I'm actually boots on the ground. Like, I never seen them do any of this. This is all fake. This is all. And what's the worst part is they deem themselves as like authentic and real, right? But what my guru said, I always take to heart. He says, if you want to learn Kriya Yoga, learn from somebody who has name diksha, like Yogananda or these type of people. These people have a real parampara and a lineage. If you learn from somebody named Bob Smith, of course they don't know what they're talking about. They're just trying to Frankenstein some YouTube videos that they saw. They have no clue. You know, they have no experience. They're just talking out of turn, let's say it like that. So when these type of people try to, in yoga, we try not to be judgmental, right?
Yeah.
You know, like no matter how I feel about other people, good for them. You know, I'm going to do my thing. You do your thing, but don't try to throw your poop over here. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy for me to be like, who's your guru? Show me. Well, my guru is Sadhguru. Yeah, really? Show me a picture with you and Sadhguru. Show me. With my guru, I can show you thousands of pictures, right? Every week in our class, it's a picture of me and my guru. So when unauthentic people start pointing out authentic people, you know, that's when it gets kind of crazy. But I'm not judging them. I like whatever, do your thing, but just don't come over here with that, because you won't like the answer. My guru used to say, non-Kriya Yoga people being Kriya Yoga policemen is a real joke. You know, like we're actually Kriya Yogis. We actually do this. We live this, you know. You trying to tell me how I should live? Get out of here. You have no clue, you know. I don't want your trash to become my trash, or your narrative to become my narrative. And, you know, everybody piling up on this guy for what, you know?
Yeah,
if he's trying to help people, let him help people. Why not? You know? Who cares? And who are you to be the policeman of Kriya Yoga practices, you know? Wait a minute. This isn't authentic. You know, if it doesn't resonate with you or make you feel good, then go do something else. Go watch TV. Go eat Cheetos. Go listen to mainstream media. You know, go to that slot machine of social media and believe everything they say wholeheartedly. Right? I mean, in this day and age, who even knows what's real? You know, nothing's real. AI can make a real looking thing. I saw a video of a leopard riding on a dolphin's back, asking for help in the ocean. And I was like, and people really believe this. They believe a leopard would ask for help from a dolphin in the middle of the ocean in Antarctica. Like, what?
Yeah.
You're delusional. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a leopard could get a dolphin, he'd eat it the first second, you know? That's like I said, somebody said there was a big naga, a big snake, a serpent in Satu Pond Lake. I said, if it was true, it would have ate me the first second. I swam in there every day of my life. Never saw it,
Yeah.
you know? Never felt it, never saw it. I would have been a tasty snack for that serpent. Half second, you know? So I wouldn't believe anything these people say out here, you know? If they say this guy is dangerous, I say he's good. They're dangerous, right? With their fake stories and their Reddit posts, like, you know, get out of here.
The thing about him is he like does experiments and he like has the proof that these things work. He does experiments on the same thing over and over again to back up what he's talking about. So he has the receipts. So I think, you know, you just see this all the time. Like when you see somebody that brings something good to the world, they just get shut down. It's just, you know, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, misery enjoys company. People who are miserable don't want your proof. They don't want to see the science behind Kriya Yoga. They just want somebody to throw their poop on, you know? So it's just part of it, you know? When you put yourself out there, they're coming, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could show you how Kriya Yoga works and everything. That's why I like to call it the science, right? You don't believe me blindly. Test it, observe it, experience it, so you know it, right? I don't want you to regurgitate what I say wholeheartedly. I don't want this to become a cult or anything. I just want you to get some kriyas to help you overcome whatever you're going through in the present moment. So if it works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, find something that does work for you. But yeah, I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
Like I guess I'm gonna be next on the list, but I don't care. Eventually, you know, if I get a million views, here they come. But I'm ready for it. I got my shield up. I don't care about any of this, you know. Like, oh, Vedagurudev, you're not authentic. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, who are you? Who's your guru? Gotta go. Yeah, exactly. Goodbye. You know. So if you're authentic, why is your name Bob Smith? Shouldn't you have mantra diksha or name diksha from your guru? I don't have a guru. Yeah, exactly. Goodbye. You know?
Yeah. The receipts are not adding up.
The receipts. Even with this guy, they don't even care about the receipts. They only want to pal on, you know, the dog pal, right? Like, you know, when some guy has a football, they just all jump on him, right? Pal on, right? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't work. You know, it's not authentic or whatever. Like, why don't they like this guy? What is their reason? Did they have a reason or no reason?
Oh, there was this girl that was like she got a bad reaction. I think that she was starting to feel something like tingling, and she's just like he's doing things that are dangerous, and I don't know. She was probably having Kundalini and rising, but I don't know.
So he figured out a way to activate her inner energy, and she got scared and she started to freak out, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing. When your Kundalini awakes, you can't like you can't fight it, you know? You have to go with the flow, right? Even if it's a roller coaster ride, I would suggest that you don't fight it at all, right? You go with the flow, right? It might be a good roller coaster or it might be a harsh one, but roll with it, right? Because when you try to fight that Kundalini, that's when you get the adverse side effects. But yeah, so I don't know. I felt tingling. That's what you're supposed to feel, right? You know? I mean, so she probably freaked out like, you know, this is more than I bargained for, and she blamed him for it. So I don't know, you know, but
yeah, he kind of reminds me of RJ Spinya. If I know I'm saying it wrong, but they both had like these accidents that they were going to be paralyzed, and they both healed themselves by visualizing their bodies being repaired. So they kind of sound similar.
And what's
One thing
wrong
I
with
was
that?
thinking
I would
Yeah.
rather you heal yourself.
about all
Go
this
ahead.
is about the saying money is the root of all evil, and like it's just like also like you see this guy and like maybe he's charging, well he's selling millions of books, doing all this stuff, and jealousy might be involved, or and also you just like you start to feel like, oh, this guy's not authentic because he's like making millions of dollars doing this, and it's just distasteful the way money has to be involved in everything. If everybody just had enough money, a lot of these problems would just go away, I think, because people wouldn't be like jealous, and they wouldn't
Be greedy.
like put somebody down because they're making a lot of money, even if they're doing good work. But yeah, in this world, we kind of have to make a living, especially if you're dedicating your life to something, to improve something.
Yeah.
There's got, it costs money to do stuff, but as long as they're not like charging an arm and a leg and stuff, but yeah, so money is, I would say that's true. Money is like the root of all evil.
Yeah, and maybe Joe Dispenza's taking money away from Big Pharma. Like
That too, yeah.
yeah.
And then also, David Wilcock, I watch him all the time, and he had this one troll, and he thinks he's being paid by the deep state because they don't want his information getting out there. So he had this one guy hardcore attacking him like throughout his whole life. And he's filing a lawsuit again. He had to hire people to monitor his thing because this guy's like a troll, and you have to have people to look out for it. So
Yeah.
it's a jungle. That girl might have just been paid to
That's what I was thinking.
to say that,
Practice being, he just logged in. He says, God bless my friends. Thank you for your consistency, Vedagurudev.
Thank you for your consistency, Practice Being, also. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
We're having a Joe Dispenza talk.
I was gonna bring up Chad's latest stuff too. He's doing the Secret Space program, which I really love the Secret Space program, and he's getting ready to talk about the 20 and Back program, where they get and my lab, they get these kids, that they figure out who's gifted. They'll like be in gifted like programs. Then they will get this kid and say they're taking them to some advanced class or a field trip, and then they will actually take them via that little underground like shuttle buses to like a place where they'll be trained. But the weirdest part about it is they will get this kid, and then they'll make them do what they call the 20 and Back. So they do 20 years in the Secret Space program, and then they're able to time regress the child back and place him right back where he was before he left, before he was like missing or whatever. I don't know, it's kind of mind boggling, but and who knows if this stuff is real, but it doesn't really surprise me that they have portals, time travel, all that stuff, anti-gravity, 0 point energy. I do believe a lot of it is true. So, but yeah, so I'm looking forward to hearing Chad's rest of his videos.
So if the government comes to my house and says, your daughter's gifted, we want to take her on a field trip, I'll be like, no thanks.
Right. Exactly.
20 and back, what? Enslave my daughter in the secret space program for 20 years and portal her back? No way,
Yeah.
So if anybody government official comes to you and wants you to do anything, don't do it. Just be like, yeah, okay, no, not interested. It's going to be a good field. It's going to be a good field trip. They're going to learn about space and goodbye. Get out of here. So I don't know.
I'm just wondering how I would have turned out if I was like homeschooled, because school to me was like a prison, and it even looked like a prison,
True.
And I hated it, like I don't want to learn maybe I don't want to learn math. I don't want to. It doesn't interest me. I hate memorizing shit. So why can't I learn what I want to learn about? You know what I mean?
True.
Oh, you're interested in paleontology? Yeah. Well, you don't need math for that. So let's focus you on paleontology. You know what I mean? And also the bullying I went through. I wouldn't probably experience that. That really gave me a bad, confidence problem for a long time. And, I think the homeschooling is a good way. And when, my new son gets here, we'll probably put him in school, but I'm going to be monitoring it. But it's mainly just because I want him to be with other kids, American kids, and get, acclimated to that. But I'm afraid if I homeschooled him, he'd be socially kind of, isolated. But some of the yoga girls do homeschool, and they have programs. They take them out to this farm and stuff. So, but yeah, I definitely think the education system's broken for sure, and they just brainwash you in there.
Yeah, true. Condition you. How old is George Washington's wooden teeth? Who cares? How's that gonna uplift me in the present moment? It's not, right? I don't want your history to become my history, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want nothing to do with this, So like Veronica said before, I think it'd be a lot better. The schools were teaching you how to meditate, how to breathe, how to master your mind, these type of things. Do some light asanas to, help your physical body. More of a spiritual process in school, These are lifelong lessons that would help you to integrate into society and help you overcome, the conditioning, the anger, the jealousy, all these lower emotions. So yeah, we'll see. But they don't care about us. So I'm not trying to hope that they come and save us also, I'm gonna save myself. I'm gonna do my own inner work.
I now have a question because of what Practice Being said about consistency and why it's important. I'd like you to discuss why it's important. And yeah, I don't know. It could just be personality types, but I'm a very consistent person. You'll find me at that yoga class. Unless I have an appointment or something, I'm going to be at that yoga class every day. And I like to be here as well. Sometimes I don't want to appear on camera, but that we all kind of probably have that sometimes. But I'll at least be on YouTube watching or whatnot, So I think consistency is very important. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Consistency, having a schedule, having a daily practice, a way to integrate these kriyas into your practice is definitely a true blessing, because you don't have to feel your way around dark. You already kind of know, okay, I wake up at this time, I do this practice at this time, I do this practice at this time. So you kind of already have it laid out. When we were in the Himalayan mountains, we kind of had a schedule. Sun comes up, I bathe in the holy lake. I do my asanas. Then I do my pranayama. Then I do my meditation. Then I do some bhakti. So you kind of know where you're going, so you don't have to kind of guess. So yeah, I agree with you. Having discipline, and your whole life, your ego has almost been like your slave master or your boss, right? But when you really start practicing Kriya Yoga, you start taking control, and because your ego hates Kriya Yoga, right? Even me at this point, I wake up at 6 a.m. Oh, come on, let's go back to bed. We don't have to do that today. Oh, today's the full wheel pose. Oh, that full wheel pose, that's painful. Can we skip it today? no, we're doing it. We're gonna do it, you know? We're gonna go into it, you know? And you begin to really take more control. And that little devil on your shoulder, you kind of don't listen to him at all. Like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm committed to doing this. I'm gonna do this wholeheartedly. And if you don't like it, too bad. I'm the boss over here. You're not the boss. So yeah, I agree with you. Consistency, willpower, just showing up is almost like 80% of the battle, you know, because the
True.
first 10 minutes you're kind of dragging, you know, but then you get into it and you say, oh yeah, okay, you know, let's get into it. All right, I like it, you know, it's feeling good. I'm getting back at, I'm getting energized. I'm activating myself. So yeah, I agree with you. Having that discipline and willpower and that right mindset really helps carry you as far as you can. But also, if you have some obligations, like I wouldn't quit your job so you could practice Kriya yoga all day. I would have one foot in and one foot out. So I would figure out a way to the practices of the Kriyas that really uplift you to integrate those into your daily life. So it carries you through the day. So even though you're not sitting on your meditation cushion, you're carrying that meditative state 24 hours a day. You know, even though you're not doing the pranayama practice, you're breathing slowly and gently throughout the day. So it's all these practices are carrying you and you're integrating them into your daily life. So yeah, I would definitely try to integrate as many kriyas and practices, and these are lifelong practices that help carry you through your life. So if you integrate them in your life, you'll live a more calm, peaceful, happy life, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
do you think these are traits that we're born with, or it could be cultivated by people? I'm just wondering why sometimes there's not a lot of participation or whatever. Maybe it's just that people are too busy. I know that is like the deep state's whole game. They want to have you so busy that you do not have time to think about what's going on or even question why they're doing this, why they're doing that. Yeah, so I don't know, just how to
Yeah,
get.
I would say what my guru told me. My guru said, Vedagurudev, you're a master of distraction. I was like, how you mean, Baba? He's like, your whole life you've been carrying around all these things that have no meaning, like George Washington had wooden teeth in 1825, and how does that serve you in the present moment? It doesn't. It's just other people's narrative are becoming your narrative, and you start identifying with these things like I'm American, or my football team is better than your football team, on and on and on. And you realize none of these kind of things serve you in the present moment. So you kind of start taking the trash out to the curb and just not carrying that trash no more. So all these distractions that you've accumulated in your life, Kriya yoga is a good practice to kind of start detaching and letting it go and see, I'm going to focus on what serves me in the present moment. I know they want me to take the bait. They're stealing my attention. They're farming my attention. I don't want to give it to them, you know? How does this serve me in the present moment? This is a good affirmation for everybody. How does this serve me in the present moment? It doesn't, right? Like, you could say 95% of the stuff out there in the world, you could say that about. Like, it doesn't serve me, you know? I know they want me to be distracted. They don't want me to do my inner work. They hate spirituality or yoga or whatever spiritual practice you have. It's woo woo mystical to them, but who cares? You know, I don't want my slave master's narrative become my narrative. Like, let me tell you a story about the moon. No, thanks. You know what I'm saying? And why would you? Some people, they're so lazy that they just are so tired from work that they just regurgitate whatever's on the news. And that's their overall plan, right? Do not think we've done all the thinking for you. Only regurgitate, 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 regurgitate. So, but being aware and being awake of their playbook or their 3D chess is pretty much most of the way home. Like I said, when they say go right, I go left. When they say this guy's dangerous, I say he's probably pretty good, you know? So whatever they're saying, I don't want to regurgitate the habitual liar's narrative. Liars are going to tell lies, you know? So anybody is trying to help you do your inner work or do better, why not, you know? And if he charges too much for you, don't buy it, you know?
Yeah.
That's why we have the Kriya Yoga School, the free one, right? Right there, freekriyayogashop.com. I don't want money to be a barrier to entry for you to get help. Go in there. There's, I don't know how many free members we have, 350, right? And go in there and get some help. We'll give you some basic techniques. If you want to go to the next level, you know, we have a paid school. If you don't, it's perfectly fine, you know? No pressure at all, right? But at least get some help, right? So, and if it's not for you, if it doesn't resonate with you, then go to some other spiritual tradition or get some help from somewhere else, you know? But get some help, you know? And the only person that could save you is yourself, you know? No one's going to do the inner work for you, you know? They're always trying to sell you some stuff that's making you happy. But if you realize happiness is inside you as you, then you don't fall for their bait or their trap, you know? So I think it's kind of funny. Like he's not real. He's not authentic. Really? When I thought about it, what is authentic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this Big Mac, it tastes so great, right? It's the greatest hamburger ever made, right? No, it doesn't. It tastes cardboard. Not authentic, right? You could say that about any marketing on TV, right? The iPhone 16 will make you happy. No, it's not. It's a piece of plastic. Happiness is inside me as me. You know? Apple's not authentic. You know? What couldn't you say? I mean, you could say it about anything. The president said he was going to release the Epstein list. I haven't got it yet. Not authentic, you know? So if you really think about it from that perspective, what is authentic? It's all Maya delusion, as they would say in yoga, right? All this is a monkey show. It's a clown show. I don't believe none of it, right? A non-authentic person is going to try to tell me what's authentic. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard, you know? Like, these aren't real Kriya yoga techniques. Okay, show me what is real, you know? Gotta go. Yeah, get out of here. So, you know, so you begin to see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, right? I don't want other people's narrative to become my narrative, and I'm trying to take authenticity from non-authentic people, right? My guru used to say, how would he put this? A non-realized person can't tell a realized person how to be realized, you know? It just doesn't make sense, you know? Like, so use your own discernment and use your own discrimination, what is real and what is not real. But I agree with Paul. There's so much distractions out here. There's so many psyops. There's so many meteors hitting your atmosphere all at once. So if you need some techniques, go to the free Kriya Yoga School. We have free motivational videos on our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. And if you want to join us in the paid school, that's perfectly fine, but no pressure, right? It's up to you, right? I'm not going to upsell you. I don't have a magic wand where I say I'm going to enlighten you. I'm going to give you some techniques that hopefully get you the results you want. But you're going to have to do the inner work. No one can magically enlighten you by touching a magic wand in your head and say, congratulations, you're enlightened, you know, give me $5,000, you know. So it just doesn't work that way. You're going to have to do the inner work. You're going to have to be disciplined, and you're going to have to, you know, find a way to integrate it into your daily life. But if that sounds good to you, all the information is on the screen, you know. But don't let anybody tell you, think anybody's going to come in to save you. Save yourself. Do your own inner work, and you'll be thankful for it. Definitely, you know. So I'm a perfect example. I drank the Kool-Aid, you know. I was in the Maya delusional world before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga. I believed everything the government said, you know. They help us, you know. They're protecting and serving us. Once I became more aware, I said, nah, no thanks, you know. I'm going to save myself. I'm not going to wait for somebody else to come save me, you know. So do the inner work, save yourself, uplift yourself, have some tools in your toolbox, some kriyas, some techniques in your pocket. When something comes about, you look for the opportunity to overcome. But yeah, they definitely don't care about us. Let's say it like that. Nor do I want them to care about us. The liars are going to tell lies, you know, and I let them tell their lies. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I don't believe it, you know. So anybody tells you dolphins are dangerous, they're dangerous. Anybody that tells you somebody whose favorite book is Autobiography of a Yogi is dangerous, they're dangerous, you know. So just see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, you know, and get your dog Toto to bite him in his ass because he's a liar. And when you see those monkeys flying around with the wings, hide under your bed. There's a lot of monkeys with wings, evil monkeys out here, you know. They're trying to farm your attention. They're trying to steal your attention. Don't give it to them, you know. Just laugh at it like the joke it is. Like, oh, you know, here they go again. Another day on Reddit. The monkeys are throwing poop on each other, you know. What's new, you know? Another day at the office.
Yeah, so I made a comment also on Chad's Secret Space Force video, you know, telling him I liked it, and I asked him, why don't he do a video on the Bugosphere? So, and somebody put a like by it. Maybe it was Chad, so maybe that would be fun if he did something on the Bugosphere.
Yeah, we want more Bugosphere videos. We have a lot of questions, right?
Yeah.
Mainly when I saw that Gayatri video that Veronica posted where it was going crazy when they were playing the Gayatri mantra, I was like, whoa, this is for real, you know?
Yeah.
I am a fan of the Bugosphere right now. Actually, when I get off here, I'm going to try to invoke the Bugosphere. Bugosphere, if you're in the sky in Thailand, I'm calling you, you know?
I have Gayatri.
I got Gayatri warm and ready to go. I look for an opportunity. About a month ago on the Satsang, somebody said, Vedagurudev, can you say the Gayatri mantra? And I said, I thought you would never ask. I look for every opportunity to say the Gayatri mantra as much as possible, you know? So, Bugosphere, if you're in the sky, I got the Gayatri mantra ready to go, all right? I'm not going to try to capture you. You can sit over there. I'm just enjoy your energy, you know?
Yeah, so they're in the Maya delusional world, they're going now after Obama hardcore. And I love Tulsi Gabbard. I don't know if you all know who she is, but she's like a senator from Hawaii. I think she was promoted to, like, I can't remember what her title is now, but she was a senator, but she's got this white streak in her hair that I really like. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I really like her, and she went after Obama hard. You know, like they're coming after Obama now. You know,
she used to be a Democrat too, right? Now she's
I think so. Yeah. But I really
Yeah,
like her. I can just I can feel, somebody's energy. When I see her, I'm like,
yeah,
she's genuine. I like her. I would vote for her. But
yeah.
like, hopefully Lucy won't pull the football again. But
Uh, I think she's actually Hindi or her. I saw something. She was talking about the Bhagavad Gita. Like I think she's. I don't know. I have to research that, but
could be.
yeah, she might be like half Indian, or
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm off on that. Maybe
could
check.
be.
You know. So, but yeah, these people are civil servants. They should help us. They should fight for us, not fight for big pharma or the military industrial complex or none of that. They should fight for us, right? So if you're a cockroach out there, I used to like when my father would say, he said when the C word happens, he goes, I like it. I go, why? He goes, because the the light is on the cockroaches. When you go in the kitchen in the middle of the night and you turn on the light and you see the cockroaches, that's what it is, right? If you're out there, you're lying, you're hiding, you're hurting children, you're doing whatever, we're coming for you. We're whoever's holding up the black flag, your days are numbered, right? No evil, helping people, loving people, being kind to people, I saw that Trump said no more war when I get in office. So let's get it going, Let's do it, Let's anybody who is doing anything illegally or helping the elites or whatever they're doing, shine the spotlight on them, Whether it's Obama, it's Republicans, whoever it is, Let's get it out there. I want to know, right? No more. I want disclosure tomorrow, right? No more Lucy with the football, like Paul said, right? Charlie Brown, today's the day we're kicking the football. And if I have to teleport myself and hold Lucy, come on, Charlie Brown, kick it. I can't hold it much longer. Yeah, there we got it. Touchdown, field goal, Charlie Brown finally kicked the field goal after hundreds of years and no football kicking. We want a field goal today. So give us that field goal, Charlie Brown. No more pulling the football. No more thinking for us. That's what I hate the most, right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you about aliens. You're going to jump out the window. You're such a stupid NPC. You're going to jump out the window. Give me a try, That's how they look at us. I mean, that's ridiculous. You work for us. Tell us everything. I want to know everything. Well, I can't give you the Epstein list. No, I want it now. I want to know about aliens. I want to know everything, right? Everything on the table. Don't gatekeep anything from me. I want it all. Give it to me. I'll use my own discernment and my own discrimination and decide what is right, real, and what is not. I don't need you to be my gatekeeper or my slave master. Let me tell you a story about this. No more stories. Tell it to me straight, And if I choose to jump out the window, that's my own free will. But I don't need you to gatekeep it and childproof any of this information for me. Let Charlie Brown kick the field goal, right? Kick it right now, kick it. So I don't know. I'm not in control, but hopefully this is a good wake-up call for everybody, right? Like, they don't care about us, They look at us like sheep or slaves or food eaters. They think we're so stupid we're going to jump out the window if we see if there's an alien. So don't trust them at all,
For sure.
So, Tulsi Gabbard, she became the first Samoan American and Hindu American member of the U.S.
Oh, you're
Congress.
right.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
I think I did see something. She was talking about Krishna and the Bhagavad Gita, and I was like, yes, President. So I do like her. You know, I like this other guy, Vivek Ramaswamy. I think he's got a cool name, Ramaswamy. You know, so I mean, what his policies are or whatever. You know, I think if you are Hindu and you believe in the Bhagavad Gita, you're probably on the right track. So all the power to Tulsi Gabbard. Go get them. Go get the cockroaches. You know, their days are numbered, right? Turn the light on, spotlight on them right there.
Yeah, speaking of cockroaches, yeah, we had like a big one. You know, we call in Miami, we call them palmetto bugs.
Oh yeah, palmetto bugs.
About an inch long. But the disgusting ones are the German cockroaches. But we had a big palmetto bug, and Gabby got scared. But the cats got it. The next day, the cats were playing with its little corpse.
Oh my God.
You can't have no palmetto bugs, no mouse around a cat. It's a done deal, right?
Yep. They're patrolling my house, keeping all the bad spirits and palmetto bugs away.
Outstanding.
Well, I like what you said about consistency, because I look for people that, I don't know, I feel like consistency is integrity too. I like, okay, this person's going to keep showing up for me. So that's a good thing to have. It's just like you follow up, you keep doing it. And I don't know, like somebody with natural born ability and then somebody who just does the work every day, the person that does the work isn't going to succeed, not the person with the talent that does nothing with it. So I think consistency is important.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a living example. Like I just did the inner work. I just committed to it. I had the discipline to do it, you know, and here I am. But I'm no enlightened yogi from birth or come from no yogic family. I just integrated the techniques into my daily life, and here I am. So I just showed up every day. I just have that energy. I don't give up, right? No matter what happens, I don't give up, you know?
Yeah.
No matter what happens in my day, I still post the Babaji quote on YouTube, and I post like a Satsang excerpt, like edit out of these. So it might be a little late or might be a little early, but I'm still coming, you know? Some days I'm like, all my energy is spent, right? By whatever, 11 p.m. But I was like, oh, I didn't get that Babaji quote. Oh, all right. We got to do it. People depended on it, right? You know, I don't know who's going to see this. I can't give up, you know? Like, so no matter what happens, I always try to show up and never give up, no matter what happens. And I always think of that. No matter if it's the end of the world, don't let anything shake your samadhi. So like I always say, if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I'm no supreme enlightened yogi or any of this stuff. I just did the inner work, you know? And if you don't know how to do the inner work, just everything's on the screen right now, you know? So yeah, I like when my guru said, I said this many times, so if you heard this before, I'm sorry. My guru said, when's the best time to plant a tree? Best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago. When's the second best time to plant a tree? Today. So if you didn't plant a tree 10 years ago, you could still plant a tree today. Let's get started. Let's integrate some of these kriyas into your life. You know, we have a free Kriya Yoga school, kriyayogashop.com. And if you enjoy it, you see the value in it, and you want more, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com, and we'll master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga. But yeah, if I could do it, anybody could do it. So I don't want anybody to say, I can't relate to Vedagurudev. He's a Himalayan yogi. I'm American just like you. I'm a Western person just like you. All I did was the inner work. So if you do the inner work, who knows? You'll probably be a better yogi than me, you know? So let's get started. Let's plant that tree and let's get to work, you know? Money should not be a barrier to entry. We have a free Kriya Yoga school. Go there, kriyayogashop.com. We have over 350 people from all around the world practicing, so that's great. And we have a lot of people from India, so we get the thumbs up approval from India. So that's good, because they don't give the thumbs up to many people. So I'm good. Thank you for your support, India. And yeah, let's get to work, but no pressure. I'm not going to try to sell you a dream. You're going to have to do the inner work. That's the only way to get to enlightenment. No one can do the inner work for you. If it's not effective and you don't get the results you want, just cancel, but I'm going to try to do my best to get you the results and for it to be effective as possible. So that's all is said. That's the end of my rant.
As far as also consistency, like I've added the cold shower thing to my routine, and I like that.
Good.
So
yeah,
I have not stopped doing that since I first said I was going to try it. And I like this new technique that I learned from the guy from Meditation Steps, Dada Sadananda. And, he said, put the cold water on your stomach first, so I do that, and that makes it a little easier. I don't scream as much, like I did when the water just hits my head and goes down my whole body. But yeah, just a little bit on the stomach for 10 or 20 seconds, and turn around, back, and then head. So that helps. But that I found a benefit from that, so I've added it to my bag of tricks, my yoga hacks, if you will, and I like it. Yeah,
I would agree with you. When I bathed every morning in the Himalayan mountains and Satupon Lake, you could call me Ric Flair when I got in that water. I was like, woo! But it's like the first 10 or 20 seconds, it's like that jump starting the battery. It's like, yeah, woo, but then once you get over that 20-second barrier, it becomes good. I mean, I don't know. I'm more moved around. I guess I stayed there for a couple seconds to get my bearing, and then I swam across. And they have what it's called. It's called the Trinity, right? The right side is Vishnu. The top side is Shiva, and the left side is Brahma. So like the trident, right? The three sides. So you would swim this way, this way, this way. So I kind of made the yantra triangle in the Himalayan lake. But yeah, I know what you're saying. That really jump starts the car when you first get in there, right? Especially, I mean, I don't even know how it wasn't frozen. It was like 1 degree over freezing. So it was like 33 or 32 degrees, right? Like it was brutally ice cold. So, but yeah, when you get in there, call me Ric Flair, because I got in there and it was like, woo! Then you do like your Kalapabati breath or your fire breath, you gotta heat yourself up, So get that train kind of moving, right? Slow and starting from the train station, working your way up. But yeah, I agree. Once you really make it a habit of taking a cold shower or going in an ice bath or whatever it is, it really jumpstarts your day, like it really gives you that cold shock protein and these inner energy. It wakes up your body, right? Especially early in the morning when you're like half asleep. When that cold water hits your body, whoa, you are not half asleep no more. You are wide awake. So it shakes off the rust. It shakes off, like the fatigue in your body when you first wake up, right? So if you want to jumpstart the engine right off the bat, take a cold shower or an ice bath or however you want to do it, because that's what I did, and that really helped me in the Himalayan mountains. So I miss my cold swim in the Himalayan mountains,
Yeah, even like in Thailand, the water's probably not that cold because it's just a lot warmer there. So the water in the pipes probably doesn't get as cold as it does here, I would think. I mean, I
Yeah,
noticed
for
that in the
sure.
Philippines, but I also wanted to ask you how the weather was there because yeah, the Philippines is under some type of weather alert. The kids are not going to
Right.
school, and
Oh,
yeah, there's a typhoon in the area, a lot of flooding. How is it over there?
yeah. So they have like a typhoon warning coming in the next couple days. So I mean, you could see when I was on the ocean, it's windy and it's kind of, but it's been raining off and on. But they're trying to say it's going to be pretty steady the next couple of days. So that's why when I came outside to do the satsang, I was like, all right, good sun, nice and clear. Next couple of days, who knows, you know? So, but in Thailand, it'll rain for like an hour very hard and then it'll stop. So they do have some kind of flash flooding and some kind of typhoon, but we're lucky today. And we were lucky, yeah, on the Soul Talks on Sunday, right at the last 10 minutes, it started
Yeah.
to rain pretty hard. So that's kind of why we wrapped it up. And if you could see, after we stopped, I had an umbrella over my head and I was trying to move all the equipment into dry places. So yeah, maybe there is a typhoon. Right now, you can't go to school in Philippines because of typhoon.
Correct.
Oh, so that must be pretty hard. So Philippines is like almost parallel to Thailand. It's like it's out in the ocean, it's an island, but it's pretty parallel. So if
Yeah.
it's coming that way, it's probably coming this way. Or sometimes it's like a hurricane. It like goes up to like Vietnam or China. So or Hong Kong. It just depends. So hopefully it veers up.
Yes.
But it's okay. It's part of it. That's part of living in Southeast Asia. Monsoon season. I mean, when it rains, it really rains. Like it comes down. Like so. But yeah, we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna hit the sack, guys. I might tune into YouTube. Last time I was like waiting for you all to put me to sleep. You all started singing, and I shot one last text off. I'm like, "You're about to, finish it," and I
Oh,
was like, "No, sing a little longer. I haven't got to sleep yet."
oh yeah. We had to wrap it up. It's looking sketchy.
Yeah, the
Oh, I know.
typhoon was coming.
It was kind of a little joke. I was hoping it would give you guys a laugh.
Yeah, I posted it at the very end. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw it pop up real quick. I'm like, oh, they saw it. Good. Maybe they're
Yeah.
probably laughing about that.
Yeah, we
So,
laughed about it afterwards.
so then I will see you at Saturday's class.
Well, tomorrow we have a holy Yagna fire.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Thanks
yeah.
for reminding me.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, tomorrow morning we have our Yagna fire. Make sure you send in all your requests, or if you want to change it, or if you want to go in depth like Veronica. I think I'm going to do that this time too. Actually,
Yeah, I need to write.
we need a school games win in October. In the end of September. So let me go into detail myself. I seem to be pretty effective for Veronica. She got the job she's looking for.
Great.
So,
it's probably time for me to update mine also. I've got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So just email me at Vedagurudev, or you could send it in the school DM, however you want to do it.
Will do. Good night, guys.
Hi.
And
Good
thank
night.
you.
Thank you too, Paul.
Thanks
for joining us.
Sure.
Thank you for being consistent and having the discipline to show up.
My pleasure.
Well,
so how long have we been on here? I'm
2 hours and 18 minutes.
Oh, it's about that time.
Do you want me to play the Holy Yagna video? Talk about what we were talking about?
Yeah, after I stretch my feet, we'll play it so people can know. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Windshield wipers. All right. Yeah. So what Veronica was talking about tonight, we have tonight for me, tomorrow morning for Veronica, we have a new moon holy yagnifier. And in the video Veronica is going to play right here, all of our members send in their problems and I read it out loud, or sometimes they want it private, and I burn it up in the holy yagnifier so it no longer serves them in the present moment. Like I said, Veronica gave me a whole 2 pages, went into great detail, street address, name of people, and when she went into that detail, it she
I
got
got
her
what I wanted.
request. So she got a dutiful employment. So if you want that and you want all your problems that no longer serve you burned up in the holy yagnifier, then go to kriyayogashop.com and we'll gladly burn up your problems in tonight's new moon yagna. So this is the video from our last yagnifier. Number 1 on our leaderboard, Cal Spalding from Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA Public. Thank you to our beloved Vedagurudev for all you do in selfless service and all the time and effort and true blissful service in true spirit and heart of Kriya Yoga. You are. Vedagurudev, we appreciate you for making this Kriya Yoga school truly life-changing and a true blessing from Babaji himself to be a part of. We love and appreciate you always. Peace and blessings. May you enjoy this wonderful award on this wonderful day to praise and love our wonderful, beloved, loving, kind, peaceful, blissful Guru in heart of Babaji himself, which must humble thanks and much gratitude from all the Kriya Yoga School members in our hearts to yours. Thank you, Jai Babaji. And Kyle gave me this award and I printed it up today. So it says, happy, happy, happy Guru Purnima, above and beyond duty. Award to the beloved Vedagurudev. So there you see it. So thank you very much, Kyle, for the award. I appreciated it always. I laminated it, so I'm going to put it next to Veronica's picture. So burning all Cal Spalding's problems in the holy yagnifier. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Soyam. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Param. Swaha. So there it is, right there. So if you have some problems that are annoying you and you want to burn up, you can watch them all go up in smoke. No longer serves you. So that's a benefit of our paid Kriya Yoga School, Kriya Yoga Masterclass. So if you want us to burn up your problems in the holy yagnifier, go to kriyayogashop.com and we'll gladly burn up your problems. Plus we have weekly classes, hundreds of Kriyas, interactive community. The list goes on and on. So all the information is right there on the screen. So no pressure. Choose whatever fits you the best. But definitely get you some tools that help you navigate 2023 because it is crazy out here.
So I've been thinking about freedom and what it means, and I guess freedom to me means that nothing controls me, and I can be who I want to be. It's a feeling of being complete. I'm not lacking. And then I was thinking of all the things that control me or control us, and I would be able, to be free, would I be willing to lose everything to be free? And I think maybe that's the key because we hold on to all these things. I mean, to be free, I don't know, it's different for everyone, but would I be able to lose all my money, my job, my status, relationships, my health, my looks, my animals? I don't know, for some people, their children, my prized possessions, these things that we're clinging to. I don't know, it kind of keeps us trapped. I don't know, could I just let it all go? Could I just walk away from it all? I was thinking maybe that's.
one of the most enlightening paths is a path of sannyasi or renunciate, right? They renounce everything. They give up everything. They're not attached to even their physical body. So they let everything go. And that's a very freeing path, you know? It has its other obstacles, like you don't know where your next meal's coming from, or you don't know where you're going to sleep at night, but it's a really freeing path because you don't have these attachments that you think define you. You just go with the flow. You do whatever you want. You're a free bird. So yeah, that's why most of these people renunciate all their stuff. They don't hold on to it no more. They just let it all go and go where the spiritual path takes them. So it's difficult for a lot of Western people to imagine, but it's highly possible. But you're definitely gonna have to make some sacrifices, you know, to you know, certain things can't come with you. Well, most things, almost everything can't come with you.
Yeah, like all these
So,
things I can't take with me. So it's just like, but like money, it's like every month to pay the bills. It's just like, you're like, oh my God, do I have enough money? I hate that feeling. And it's just
yeah.
like, yeah, it's like, I wish I had just had enough money, like FU money, like I would be free. But it's just like, I have to play this game we're in, this debt society we're in. It's just like, I'm not free. And I just want to be free. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I have to just be willing to let it all go. Like a person that's like a millionaire, it's probably a lot of work to have all that money. What if they let it go? And they could make that money again, but they're not. We hold on to it with a tight grip. And all these things.
Yeah, and that's how you suffer, because you can't let stuff go. So you start to get in your own way and suffer, right? Like, I can't let this go. I can't let it go. But when you start to become the detached witness, you begin to see you can let everything go. I mean, all the attachments you have, it's hard to unattach yourself to it because you think you need it or it defines you. But when you just blow it all up and just give everything away and go on the spiritual path, then you kind of realize you don't need none of it. But yeah, it's definitely difficult out here because you've been conditioned your whole life to think, you know, I need a car to go to work, and I need this place to live, and I need this and I need that, you know. And that's how marketing works. They try to find what you need and they sell it to you, you know. That's how they get money. If you don't need anything, they can't sell you anything. So it's hard to be 1 foot in the Maya delusional world and 1 foot out. This was the hardest thing for me, because when my guru told me I had to go back into the Maya delusional world, I didn't want to do it because I already knew what it was, right? It's bills, it's gossip, it's jealousy, it's anger, it's consistent attacks on your consciousness. It's people stealing your attention, trying to sell you stuff you don't need. So it took the right mindset and the right tools to help me overcome that. But yeah, definitely it was not something I look forward to, and I still don't look forward to it to this day. You know, like the electricity's got to get paid. Well, no internet, no electricity, no live stream. So let's get to it.
Yeah, like, okay, it will give me this. It's kind of like a balancing.
I was a super sannyasi, you know, like no internet, no nothing. So
yeah,
I got to have 1 foot in and 1 foot out and keep some sort of balance, you know. Like just because I pay electricity doesn't make me less of a yogi, you know. I'm still a yogi, still walking the spiritual path, but I got to keep the lights on, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the idea. I can feel like letting things go. I just feel so light. Just like,
yeah,
if I could just let these things go, I feel light.
you know, one of the highest goals in Kriya Yoga is called moksha, which is liberation. You know, my guru always said, travel light, my friend, travel light, no baggage, right? Clothes on your back. This is the sannyasi path. And my guru was a sannyasi. So like, he walked the walk and talked the talk. He actually did it, you know? So traveling light feels like a great thing, you know? When you show up at the airport with a big suitcase packed to the rim and, you know, it's too much baggage. You don't need all that stuff, you know? Travel light, my friend. So when I take the divine flight, they ask me, where's your baggage, sir? I'm going to say, no baggage. Clothes on my back. Traveling light. So it is super freeing, and it's a super weight off your back not to have all these attachments or all these things you need to carry. So travel light as you can, my friends out there. Be a minimalist, you know, much as you can.
Yeah. I was thinking of my first apartment. I didn't have anything. It was like the bare minimum, and I just wanted to get things. I wanted to fill that apartment up with things. And now I think all this stuff is dust collectors. It's just like I want less things. Like,
I agree with you. In my cave, all I had was just me, myself, and I. You know, a couple other yogis, but I didn't collect them. They collected me.
Yeah.
You know, you have some ritualistic things in there, some pictures, or you know, like an altar. But besides that, pretty bare minimum. Alone with your thoughts in the Himalayan mountains, doing the inner work.
Yeah, and I think like the less things you have, you like value them more. You like take care of them more instead of it's like you appreciate the things that you do have, like the less that you have. I don't know.
Yeah.
Feel like less is more. You appreciate everything you have more. So
yeah, less is more for sure.
Oh, Paul, he just emailed you his updated Yagna request, just to let you know.
Okay, great. When I get off here, I'll be sure to print it up for tonight's Yagna fire, tomorrow morning in America.
Jai Babaji.
Jai Babaji.
Well, something, I don't know. I just like, I have an appreciation for like, at work, we have a fresh watermelon on the salad bar, and I had it, and I was like, the most delicious watermelon I've ever had. It was so sweet, and I was just thinking, oh yeah. And before we started, I had a handful of cherries, and they were really sweet.
Nice.
And I was thinking, I don't know, like living in California. Sorry, I have access to all this great produce and fruit. And if I lived in Alaska, like fruit would be a luxury. And I think people take it for granted. And I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I have access to all of this. And,
I agree. I live in a place, Thailand also. Pineapple, coconut, watermelon. Yeah, they have these guys who have like a motorcycle, and they have a sidecar, which is like a fruit kind of stand, right? So anytime yesterday, I saw the watermelon guy. I got some watermelon, and it was glorious, right? Same thing. I was like, oh, yeah, watermelon. What a beautiful thing. You know?
Right? So sweet.
Coconut, pineapple, all that stuff. Dragon fruit. So, yeah, you know, but, yeah, I agree with you. I remember when I came down from the Himalayan mountains, and I took a shower. It was so glorious. I couldn't believe it. I was like, woo! Yeah, I mean,
nice.
I guess I took a bath like in the Himalayan mountains, but that was different. It wasn't like a bath. It was like, you know, like, but like this was like a hot water shower, and the brutal elements of the Himalayan mountain, the freezing cold. And I was like, oh, so glorious, man. You know, like the things you take for granted when you don't have them for a time, you really see the beauty in it. Like, whoa, this is outstanding, you know?
So
So
The watermelon you have, does it have seeds in it? Because I cannot find a watermelon that has seeds in it. It's all seedless.
yeah, it has seeds, but I think they take it out for you, right? So
Yeah, it's like they've learned how to like grow watermelons that are like seedless now. And I remember as a
no,
kid,
no, I'm
it was
saying
like,
the watermelon in Thailand has seeds, but they pluck it out for
oh,
you.
okay,
The guy
okay.
does. Yeah. So it has seeds.
But they take it. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Another thing I do is like I'll like if I have a really good piece of fruit, I just save the seeds. So in my kitchen, I have a bowl full of seeds. And
Oh, nice.
I was thinking when I have some land, I'll just start planting all these fruit trees. And I was thinking because I've
Oh, that'd be great.
sucked the fruit off the seeds, I have like it has my DNA on it. I had this thought like this fruit when it grows, this tree grows, it'll just be for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking, maybe like it's a nice
Yeah,
idea.
I have a mango tree right there. It's out of season, so it doesn't have any mangoes, but 2 months ago it had probably like 50 mangoes total. So that was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. Right there in my yard. And it grows really big from the Yagnifier and the mantra japa.
yeah, I'll do that too. I'll sing to my fruit trees, my my mantras, help them grow big and strong and produce
Yeah,
lots of
nice.
fruit. Yeah, I don't know. And Paul was talking about his cold showers, but something I
Mm,
like to do is, I don't know, once a week, I call it like a spiritual bath. I don't know.
mm.
But I get the water as hot as possible, and I'll add a little bit of, I add Epsom salt. Like if I have some oil, like eucalyptus oil or blue
Yeah.
lotus oil, whatever I have, just like a couple drops. So yeah, I for some reason I like oil, but yeah, and then I'll light some sage, and I have this thing I do. I'll start from my feet,
Oh,
so I put the smoke on the bottom of my feet, and then work up my one leg, and then do it on the other leg, and then I'll do the
oh, cool.
chakras in like a swirl up to my crown, and then I'll do it over my arms, and then my hands. Oh yeah, and then my back. I like do like a shield around my whole body. I feel like that
Oh,
gets all the
nice.
negative energy out. And then I'll light a candle, turn the light off, and then I like to do the chakras in the bathroom because I feel like the acoustics are really good. But
Oh, cool.
I like doing the bija sounds and then like after I do it like a couple rounds, but I can feel the water vibrating. So the water likes the sounds of the mantra, the bija sounds of the chakras. So I'm like, I feel like that's a confirmation that this is working. But after this spiritual bath I feel really good. I feel like I'm clean from the inside out. It's a clean that I can't even describe. I feel like my inner self, my soul's clean. And then
Nice.
I'll take a cold shower after that just to rinse the salt off. So I just started doing this, but it kind of feels addicting. I really like it. But I'll try to do that once a week. So
Yeah,
yeah,
outstanding.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've just started like developing these little rituals. So I'm sure you have your rituals too. But I was just like, this feels good. I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah, if it feels good, keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. As long as it feels good, it's all right.
Yeah.
So I would definitely do it over and over. Yeah, I have Kriyas I enjoy, and I just lean into it, and I do it as much as possible, and enjoy it as much as possible, and do it as best as I can. So yeah, outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah. And something like, I don't know. I'm almost like 60. I'm almost halfway there. But like we were talking about the oil, like Dan Van Tree, but it's just like
Mm,
I don't like buy moisturizer and like beauty supplies. I'll just do like a really good oil, like
mm,
castor oil or olive oil or coconut oil, and I'll just rub that on. Well, first I like splash cold water on my face, and then I'll rub the oil on my face, my arms, my chest, and then I'll take like a hot run the hot water and then a hot towel and then just kind of absorb the oil into my skin. So
Nice.
I don't know, I've been doing this for years and years, but people don't believe me when I tell them how old I am. So I don't know if I look like I'm 54, but but I feel like there's so many chemicals in these beauty supplies that women put on their face and stuff. I feel like it ages them. So I feel like you need to like keep it simple. And
Yeah.
so, I don't know. I think I must be Indian in a past life, but I also do like this teeth pulling thing. Like I'll do coconut oil or like
Mm,
sesame oil and swish it around my teeth because I just liked how it like seemed like it made my teeth feel cleaner and my
mm.
breath smell better. But I guess this is
Yeah.
an Ayurvedic print thing that they do, and I've just did that naturally. I just started doing it because I liked how the
Mm.
coconut oil made my breath smell. But I was just, oh, this is interesting. And I never go to the dentist. My teeth, I have like perfect teeth. So I was thinking, oh, it's another confirmation that this stuff works. But I feel like maybe there's things we just do instinctively that we just know to do. So I don't know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just,
I would agree with you. Like, there's certain things you don't know why you're doing it, but you just do it and it feels good, and then you see later. Like I don't know, like Gayatri's mantra. I just did it because it felt good to me. Now
yeah,
the other benefits, it uplifts the bogosphere, outstanding. But I don't know why I liked it. It just resonates with me and makes me feel good. So anything you do that makes you feel good and uplifts you, and I would actually enhance it, lean into it, and cultivate it as much as possible. Do it more, do it as much as possible, no limit. So
yeah,
yeah, there's definitely certain things and certain kriyas that I really like, and I really lean into it and do it as much as possible.
yeah. And then like the breath. I notice like when I slow the breath down, I feel better.
Mm,
And I notice like when I'm upset, I like have to take breaths. Like there's
yeah,
something about the breath that like it calms me. It's like or like I'm having a nervous breakdown. I need to breathe. So yeah, I
true.
feel like yeah,
Yeah, definitely the breath work, your pranayama that you do really helps carry you through the day and helps you overcome whatever emotional reactions you have. If you could just really step back from the TV and just breathe and find comfort in your breath, then you could overcome anything, anything that you're going through. If you just breathe slowly and gently and like lean into your breath, then you will definitely have the power to overcome whatever you're going through. So I agree with you wholeheartedly. Most of the people that are in jail or get in a situation because they didn't take a few moments to breathe. There was a
yeah,
commercial I used to watch in America. It was probably in the 80s or 90s. It's like a public service announcement. The woman was cooking eggs and the baby was crying, and she was starting to get frustrated. And right when she went to hit the baby to make it stop crying, and right when she went to hit the baby, it paused and it said, "Before you do something you're going to regret, just breathe. Count to
yeah.
10 and breathe." And I always like that, just breathe. No need to go to prison over nothing. Just breathe and walk away. It
I
ain't
think
worth
we
it,
need to
right?
pause. Yeah, it's good just
Don't
to
let
pause.
10 seconds of your life throw away the rest of your life.
Yeah,
No need. You don't need the extra headache. It's not worth it. Don't need to show how manly you are or whatever. It's not worth it. Let it go. Let it pass. Not worth
yeah.
it.
I know we
So
get upset. We don't think clearly. It's just like just to do that breath, just breathe.
just breathe. Lean into your breath and find comfort in your breath.
Oh, Paul gave us me a confirmation. He says that he also uses oil as a moisturizer, and he is
Mm,
61 years old. no one believes it either. Yeah.
Yeah. I like oil on myself,
Yeah.
So rub as much oil on you. And actually, I'm going to save my Amarita, the best oil ever. Right? Rub it all on myself. That's a good plan. I never thought about it that way, but that's a good. I got to figure a way to
Maybe just have
contain it,
like a place to put it in.
like a glass jar or something.
Yeah. And Paul also, he does the Epsom salt hot baths also. Yeah, I just feel
Yeah,
like they purify my body. Yeah.
great.
Yeah, just hot as possible. um yeah, and I was also thinking like when somebody rejects me, maybe that's a good thing because they're choosing themselves first and they're not wasting either of our, their time or my time. So reject me all you want. I was thinking rejection's good in a way. So
Yeah, I saw a meme on Instagram. It says when someone unfollows you, it's magic, like the trash is taking itself out.
yeah,
So look at the silver lining, look at the opportunity in it, and say, "Oh, they don't want to be here. I don't really want them to be here anyway. It's probably a blessing in disguise." I'm glad they took the first step because if they didn't, I probably would keep prolonging this and keeping it going on forever. So I like a good jolt, a kick in my butt to wake me up and get me
yeah.
started on the right path.
Paul's funny. He says just not P Diddy's baby oil. Yeah, stay away from
Not
that.
P Diddy. I think P Diddy's baby oil is probably over by now, but
Yeah,
yeah, when I saw that baby oil, I was like, 10 million bottles of baby oil? Take me like 2 years to get through half a bottle of baby oil.
yeah.
What's going on over there? Super slippery.
This is insanity.
Can't catch P Diddy. He's super oily and slippery, right? Can't get him.
So, okay, like I am a child of God. Can I think of myself as God? I get weird feelings that I am God in in my universe, but maybe I can be the most powerful version of me in the universe. I don't know if I am God. I don't know, like just like embrace it.
Yeah, we are all a spark of God.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just embrace it. I am God and God is me. In Kriya Yoga, we don't have dualism. We have oneness, right?
Yeah.
God is not over here and I'm over here. God is here and I am here. The wholeness, the oneness, God is inside me as me. The kingdom of heaven is within, right? So you don't need to go to somewhere. You just got to unlock it and realize it inside you as you. So you shouldn't let this conditioning or this what do they call it, blasphemy that the dogmatic church tells you, right? That's blasphemy. You can't call yourself God. I just did. God is me and I am God. So don't let their dogma become your dogma. I saw a bumper sticker one time and made me laugh. My karma drove over your dogma, right?
That's funny.
So don't let no one's dogma become your dogma. Just be like, yeah, whatever. I'm a free bird. Your rules, your gatekeeping, your guidelines don't apply to me. I call myself whatever resonates with me. So definitely call yourself God and uplift yourself and treat your body like an ashram or like a temple for God also, right? So always be a radio antenna for God. Always align yourself and center yourself with God. Imagine the pillar of light hitting the crown of your head,
Yeah.
aligning yourself with God. So yeah, always, because when you see yourself as a spark of God or as a part of God, then you don't have that dualism. You have that oneness approach, and you could kind of look at yourself and you treat yourself better, not as something over there, like something here, right? Like, I need to keep my temple as clean as possible because this is I don't want no distractions or no static on my radio signal to tune into God's signal. So if God gives me an audience inside me as me, my temple is clean and aligned and not scattered or frustrated or have any distractions. It's a line signal. Like Patanjali says in the Yoga Sutras, the line to God is not a straight line, it's a zigzag. So if you have some static or some distractions, just do the inner work to clear it out and make your signal alignment as straight to God as possible. So always see yourself as God. Don't let their dogma become your dogma, you know?
Yeah.
If you see yourself as God and you look in the mirror and you see the reflection of God inside you as you, doesn't matter what anybody else says. It only matters what you resonate with. So if you could cut out all those distractions and all those projections and all those narratives that have been projected onto you and throw them away and just do the inner work and align yourself with God as best as possible, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I guess like all I need is within me right now, but and then sometimes I feel empty. I was thinking maybe that's good in a way, that everything is gone. I feel empty, and maybe that's what I'm aiming for. It's just like, I don't know, empty. There's nothingness inside of me. I don't know, but I'm still full, but I feel like like empty. Like I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, if you're
But
empty, that is perfectly good too. No hoarding or no mental clutter, to no boxes in front of your door to God, you know, no dust, empty and clean, pure as possible. So empty is great also, right?
yeah,
I mean, when you get to these higher states of samadhi and these higher consciousness, it's all empty. There's nothing to attach to. It's pure and clean, you know, merging with the divine light.
Paul
So
has a question. He says, is darkness a part of God? Do light and darkness need each other to exist? I think,
this is a deep question.
yeah,
Yeah. So it depends who you ask. In the yogic perception, they would say, live in equanimity. There is no good or bad. There is no light or darkness. There's only oneness. So from that perspective, they would say it like that. But how can you know what good is when you don't have bad, you know? So you kind of need some polarities or to balance, right? So in my perception, the light kind of needs the darkness to balance it. Because if you just lived in the light 24 hours a day, you would take the light for granted. But if you have some polarities to balance you out, you better to choose your path, right? Like, okay, how would I know what the light is if there was no darkness? You wouldn't. It would just be light, you know? So you kind of need some perspective to kind of balance it out. So is the dark a necessary evil? Could be, you know? I don't know, you know? I tried not to think about it too much or attach myself to it, but I'm definitely not happy about how people treat each other out here in the world,
no,
war and
yeah,
murder, and you know, but maybe that's something I need to balance myself or give me perspective, like learn from other people's mistakes. Like I don't want to go down that road, you know? I'm happy right where I'm at, doing my light work, being a light being. So you know, so yeah, it gives you some perspective, you know, like been there, done that, you know. So this is more like how would they say this in yoga? Like a new soul thing, right? I need money. I'm going to hurt people. I'm going to get it no matter how I can. The more your soul becomes older and refined, it's like aged cheese or like fine wine, you know, like it comes refined, like, I've done
Mm-mm.
that before. I'm not going down that road.
Yeah.
No way.
No, thank you.
You know, no, thank you. I've come too far on this path to go backwards. I'm going forward, not backwards. So you become more wise. And in yoga, they call it jnana, which is wisdom. You have that wisdom, like, I know where that path leads. No thanks, you know? Not for me, you know? That's why I feel like even if somebody gave me $5 million to hurt a child, I wouldn't. Like, nope, no, your money's no good over here. No, not
No.
doing anything to an innocent soul, a pure soul. No way. So you begin to see who's fighting for which team, you know, by their actions. So I try to be a living example to fight for the light, for the fight for the white flag. So yeah, so
Nice.
yeah.
So, okay. Like, here's a question. Like, what role does personal growth play in aligning, like our pure energy with ourselves, our true selves? I guess, like, I don't know. I feel like our personal growth works hand in hand with this yogi path to find our true
Yeah.
selves.
Yeah, so the more personal growth you have, the most self-awareness you have, the more self-realization you have, the more higher consciousness you have, you elevate yourself on the spiritual path and you begin to have spiritual growth. And it's the same type of thing. Like, I treat my body like a temple, not like an amusement park, because I know where that leads, and it uplifts me and it clears the path for me when I'm on the spiritual path. So yeah, the more personal growth to have, it's like graduating from a grade, right? You're on 8th grade, you graduate to 9th grade. You go to 10th grade, you go, you know, then you go, you know, you graduate high school, then you go to university. So the more steps you make in personal growth, the more you elevate and evolve your soul, and your soul grows and you have more wisdom and more insight or more realizations on the path that really help elevate you and get you to the next level on in spirituality. So I would definitely say it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like with spiritual growth, you get to a higher vibration, but you can't have spiritual growth and be on a higher vibration. You need to learn the life lessons, walk the path, and really elevate yourself and see what the lessons in it are. So if you see even a bad situation as a good lesson for you, then you're having spiritual growth and you're elevating yourself. So you can't elevate yourself and get to a higher frequency by dwelling in lower instincts or lower emotions, anger, guilt, jealousy, I don't know, on and on and on, desires. So like you have to overcome those. You have to climb those mountains to get to a higher spiritual level, right? And it's almost like a breath of fresh air when you overcome those lower emotions, because most people are stuck in the hamster wheel of those lower emotions. But when you cross the bridge of your heart chakra and go to the higher spiritual chakras, then it's like a breath of fresh air. Everything's way more vivid and more profound and dynamic, nature and everything, and you appreciate yourself for the inner work that you've done, the hard inner work that most people are never going to get to. So yeah, I would definitely say your spiritual growth works hand in hand with your higher consciousness and your self-realization. So do the inner work, grow your spirit, go spiritually as much as possible. These are important things, and who knows where you'll be led to.
Yeah. Yeah, like even when bad things happen, I think this is happening from this is all happening for my higher good. This is there's a lesson here. So yeah, and I don't think this
Yeah,
world's meant to be easy. So like
I would agree. I mean, it is definitely a hard gladiator school. This 3D physical world, this dense Maya delusional world is definitely a hard school. Gladiator school, I call it, right?
yeah.
Fighting on the front line, and my God is better than your God. My flag is better than your flag. My football team is better than your football team. Divide and conquer. I can't hang out with you. You have a different skin tone than
Yeah.
me, and you believe you call God by a different name. We are the chosen people. Your God is not the real God. You pray to false idols. On and 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 on. You know. So if you could break out of that hamster wheel, that is a true blessing. To open the curtain and see the Wizard of Oz behind there. Ah. This guy I thought was God. He's this bald-headed fat guy behind a curtain pretending to be God. Nuts.
Yeah.
Toto,
I
bite him.
bite him. I mean, I would never kill myself, but sometimes I think just lately I feel like it would almost be a relief to just get out of this somehow. It was like, I don't know, like my
Yeah,
get out of free card.
don't do it. My guru used to say, peaks and valleys, Vedagurudev. There are high days, there are low days, but
Yeah.
we live in equanimity and we stay consistent. No matter what happens, nothing shakes our samadhi. Nothing shakes our meditation. So it happens to all yogis all around the world and all yoginis. Some days are good, some days are bad. Only difference, we do the inner work. We dust ourselves off and keep walking on the spiritual path. That's the only real difference. So never give up. You've been given, congratulations, you won the lottery, right? So if you're playing the game in this 3D physical world, just no matter what happens, never give up. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. If you fall off the path, it happens to all of us. Dust yourself off, get up, keep walking. Like, well, that was interesting. I didn't think that was going to happen, but keep moving, That's the best you got. Keep them coming. I'm ready to dance with you anytime. So that's the best you got. That's nothing. That's kindergarten where I'm at, I want to fight the devil. I want to kick him directly in his ass. So this is light work over here, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what you throw at me, keep on keeping on, So even in Vedagurudev's life, there's not a lot of things there's things that I don't particularly like. I get frustrated with, but I never give up. I was like, all right, well, that's what it is. I'm going to keep going. I don't care. We're going to keep rolling, So that's the way I kind of always look at it. Like, no matter what happens, how would they say this in the Bible? Hell or high water, right?
Yeah.
If there's high water, if there's hell, don't care. Going straight, Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Keep one foot in front of the other. Going forward, not going backwards. So I don't care what you throw at me. Never give up.
Yeah, I think a question many people have is how do I survive uncertainty? But I think, like you said, just keep walking. Don't give up. Nothing's certain.
I mean, yeah, in this world, there's nothing certain. It's all uncertain, Who knows what tomorrow is going to bring, Just have some tools in your pocket so you could overcome it, right? Everything's going to be uncertain. So if you have that no expectation kind of mindset, can't really affect you because you don't have no dog in the fight. You're not hoping that something's going to happen the way you want it to happen because it never really happens the way you want it to happen. It's always going to be uncertain. It's always going to throw a monkey wrench in your program. There's always, you're always going to have to change course, adjust, pivot, change directions. This is how this world works, like You just got to be light on your toes no matter what happens. Like, okay, I know it's coming. You know, when I go out into the world in Thailand, I know that they're driving crazy. I know they're driving the wrong way. I know motorcycles are coming every which way. It's a total chaotic, but I'm ready for it because I already say, yeah, it's all uncertain. What is certain in this world? Probably nothing. You know? So if you have that perspective, like nothing's really going to happen the way I want it to happen, it's going to happen uncertainly for sure. The way it happens, they're going to be driving every which way and it's going to happen. You know, just prepare yourself for the uncertainty of the crazy Maya delusional world, because it is definitely uncertain and it's definitely not going to play by your rules and happen the way you want it to happen. It's just going to be totally crazy out there. So just get your mind right and don't be surprised by anything. Like, oh, well, that was uncertain, but it's all uncertain. So I didn't have no dog in the game, or no, you know, I didn't have no expectations. Right? It's, you know, and one thing you could count on, the world's going to be uncertain. So just go outside like that. It's all uncertain.
Yeah.
I can't narrow it down, or it's not going to happen the way I want it to happen. So I just let it play out the way it plays out and kind of be the detached witness in the movie theater. Like, that was interesting. Man, Kramer usually comes in the front door. He came through the back door in Seinfeld. I don't know. Hey, it's crazy.
It's different today.
You know? That's how I used to watch Chad's videos. Sun over here, sun over there. Two suns. Uncertain. Who knew? You know?
I'm not attached. I'm open to two suns.
Not attached, the detached witness, and just watching the clouds pass in the sky and water under the bridge, and you know, these type of things. So yeah, it's all uncertain. So I wouldn't try to make sense of it anyway. It's totally chaotic, delusional, distracting, all of the above. So I would just let an uncertain world be uncertain, you know, and just be the detached witness and get your popcorn and watch the movie. Watch the clown show. Watch the monkeys riding around their bike on the circus, you know. No attached to any outcome or no certainty, because it's never certain out here for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll stretch my feet 1 second.
Yeah, stretch your feet. 3 hours in.
Anybody has any questions, put it on YouTube, you know?
Yeah, I'm waiting. I guess it's just you and me talking.
Like, kind of quiet today. Usually it's a madhouse, right?
Yes. But I'm not detached. We'll just go with it.
YouTube doesn't like my dangerous narrative.
Yeah.
Shadow ban.
Maybe that's a good thing. Out of the last Satsang, I thought it was the best Satsang ever. I thought the conversations were so good. But it's like the faucet's been turned off. I'm like, okay.
It's all right. You know? Still keep going. Turn off the faucet all you want.
Yeah,
keep
you can't
going,
shut us up. Here's something. Do you I don't know, do you ever feel like your body shaking during meditation, but it's not a kundalini, or your body's just shaking?
Yeah, that happens too. So like how would my guru explain this? It's like 2,000 watts going into a 20-watt light bulb, you know? So sometimes you really align yourself and cultivate your energy. It's hard for your physical body to process it, but this is a good thing. This is something you want. So I really, like I just said, I wouldn't attach to it. I wouldn't try to make too much sense of it. I mean, if it gets too harsh, discontinue whatever practice you're doing, but really enjoy it and kind of lean into it and see it as a good confirmation. Like, oh yeah, there comes the shakes. I know what this is. I've been waiting for this. I'm looking forward to it. You know, more shakes, you know? Like, it's a good signpost. It's a good confirmation on the path of Kriya yoga that sometimes it gets shaked. But it's basically your divine energy is too much for your physical body to process, you know? So, but if it's mild, then okay. If it's like epileptic
Yeah.
seizure, then discontinue whatever practice
Yeah,
you're
maybe,
doing. Like,
yeah, I have to like do some more work, like make my
di-
shell stronger.
yeah, just stop. But it's a good confirmation. Like, whoa, 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 that was a little
Yeah.
too intense, but I think I'm on the right track. You know, maybe figure out how to do it slowly and gently to cultivate it and enhance it more than you know, just going straight into it. But yeah, these are good confirmations. This has happened to me a lot in the beginning also. Like I was like, and then I asked my guru about it, and he said, it's a good confirmation. We don't reject it or suppress it. We enhance it and lean into it and we cultivate it. So that's basically what I do. Like it's almost like a confirmation. You're going the right direction, you know? So this physical meat suit, this junk car can't handle all this divine energy. Good.
And does your
I'm not attached to it either.
yeah, not attached. Let it go. So you've been on the path for a long time. So now does your Kundalini happen without any effort? Is it just kind of just you don't even have to like try, it'll just happen?
Yeah, I would like to say that I have a 24-hour a day subtle Kundalini awakening. So I would like to think that it's always awake. And you know, all of our practices in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass are bringing our energy up, waking the Kundalini, telling the Kundalini to open its hood on your crown. So, yeah, I would like to think I've done enough inner work that my Kundalini is running in the background 24 hours a day. And hopefully it never goes to sleep. It's always kind of awake and aware. So,
Yeah.
that's what I would like to think, but how to prove it can't be proven. So I would just like to say that from doing all the inner work I've done, my Kundalini has got to a state where it's 24 hours a day, awaken in some subtle level or some kind of milder form. I won't say 100%, maybe like 10, 20%, but it's still awake. It's there to tap into if I wanted to, you know? It's readily available, let's say it like that, you know?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to send it to 90%, maybe, or
Yeah.
if it's not necessary, it just kind of idles in the background, let's just say. It's warmed up, but it's just it's not spending too much energy, you know, unless necessary. So yeah, I like to think it's on 24-hour a day loop in the background, 10% or whatever, 20%.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I don't know. I have to be up early for this holy yagna fire. And I don't know. I was thinking maybe we can wrap it up if you're open to that.
Yeah,
Like,
sounds good.
okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. It's been a
Yeah,
beautiful
so if you want to join us in our Yagna Fire in a couple hours, you have time. Go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass, join our Kriya Yoga School, and you'll be in. And I'll send you a link. We had a lot of members join this week, so that's good. Sending them the links too. And like Paul said, I'll send you my email, my direct email. You write on a piece of paper. Like you saw in the video, I'm Kyle Spalding from Idaho and public. Some people want it private because some things are personal, and some people want it public. So you write on there, and yeah, you see me burn it up live. And it's really refreshing and liberating to see all the problems you think define you go up in smoke. It no longer serves you. Swaha. Goodbye. Swaha. So we're doing that in a couple hours. So if you send in your request, I will gladly burn up your request in the holy fire. Some of our members don't send in a request, but I still say their name and burn up all their problems for them and send them healing energy, all financial problems, health problems, family problems, emotional problems, whatever problems you have, we burn them all up. So write it on email me, and I'll copy it, and I'll put it on a piece of paper, and I'll say it, and I'll burn it up in the holy fire. Maybe play it one more time before we go.
Okay.
The Yagna fire, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Number 1 on our leaderboard, Cal Spalding from Idaho Falls, Idaho, USA Public. Thank you to our beloved Vedagurudev for all you do in selfless service and all the time and effort and true blissful service in true spirit and heart of Kriya Yoga. You are. Vedagurudev, we appreciate you for making this Kriya Yoga school truly life-changing and a true blessing from Babaji himself to be a part of. We love and appreciate you always. Peace and blessings. May you enjoy this wonderful award on this wonderful day to praise and love our wonderful, beloved, loving, kind, peaceful, blissful Guru in heart of Babaji himself, with much humble thanks and much gratitude from all the Kriya Yoga School members in our hearts to yours. Thank you. Jai Babaji. And Kyle gave me this award, and I printed it up today. So it says, happy, happy, happy Guru Purnima, above and beyond duty. Award to the beloved Vedagurudev. So there you see it. So thank you very much, Kyle, for the award. I appreciated it always. I laminated it. So I'm going to put it next to Veronica's picture. So burning all Cal Spalding's problems in the holy Yagna fire. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Soyam. Jyoti, Jyoti, Jyoti Param. Swaha. So if you want your problems burned up, that was from our last full moon Yagna on Guru Purnima. So if you want a guru and you resonate with what I'm saying and you would like for me to be your guru, join our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, and I will gladly be your guru and guide you on the path of Kriya Yoga. So go to kriyayogamasterclass.com, or if you want to try out Kriya Yoga and see if you resonate with you, go to freekriyayogashop.com, or also go to my YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. Support the channel. Get us over 1,000 subscribers so we could be monetized. And if you like what we're doing and you appreciate the things we do here at the Kriya Yoga School, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. Discover the secrets of Kriya Yoga, 100% free. Freekriyayoga.com. And if you're ready to get started and you would like for me to be your guru and guide you on the path of Kriya Yoga, master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogamasterclass.com. There's a red button that says join our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. Click on that. Take you right to the page. Sign up. Or if you want to book a call with me, go to Kriya Yoga Masterclass, and there's under that red button, there's another red button that says book a call with me. Calendar will come up, pick your date and time, and I'll be on there. So I guess that's all that needs to be said for our July 23rd, 2025 Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. Appreciate everybody out there in YouTube land. And before we go, as always, we will give Babaji's Mula Mantra, which is Babaji's direct phone number. So if you're going through anything and you need Babaji's direct phone number, his Mula Mantra, it is Om Kriya Babaji Namo Om. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Lastly, we will sing the Shanti Universal Peace Mantra. giving peace and love to all people all around the world. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shalom. Om Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Em. Om Spirit. Swami, Kami, Amen, Amen, Om, and Selah, Om, Om.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shalom. Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Am Om Spirit. Swami Kami Amen Amen. Om and Selah Om. Are you feeling spiritually lost? Like you've tried everything? YouTube videos, online courses, even meditation apps, but still something is missing? Wondering, is this all there is? The world is loud and chaotic, and your soul is overwhelmed, craving inner peace, but you can't find your way back to yourself. This is exactly why I created the Kriya Yoga Masterclass and my proven soul coaching system to help people just like you. This isn't a video you watch and forget. It's a daily spiritual lifeline that brings you back to your soul. So if you're done feeling lost and you're ready to start transforming, then come join us. This is more than a course. This is your lifeline. Go to kriyayogashop.com.
Kriya Babaji Namo. 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 Kriya Babaji